speaking of top-tier legendaries, while this Pokemon is no newer, and actually weirdly fell off from OU recently, Zapdos isn't a Pokemon to be particularly lacking. It's the best of the three legendary superior speed to, and then access instead, because Game Freak wanted to make it and Moltres very annoying to U-turn against, while making sure that Articuno was still about as useless as one could get. Moltres with Roost and Discharge make it a valuable asset to a balanced-oriented core, while stuff like Thunder and Hurricane coming off of the base 125 special attack in the ring makes it a valuable asset to the local fisherman who plans to fight you with a pelican, and well, a fish. In just about every game this week, it's gonna be good. There's no reason not to use it when you find it at the power plant in Kanto, or when it randomly shows up in Kalos, depending on your starter for some reason. Yeah, I never understood. There is very seldom a time where you can look at Gyarados in a game and say, this doesn't have the potential to threaten. And there is seldom a time when it's on your team where it contributes absolutely nothing past level 20. When you evolve it at level 20 in the first games, it carries by sheer stats. A shiny one is just handed to you in Johto after you've already got Surf, just so you can snap it on there and sweep Team Rocket. And starting in Sinnoh, it gets Dragon Dance by level up. A Magikarp is obtainable the moment you get the Ultimate. They really want you to use Gyarados. And we all fell for the scheme, because those stats and that Dragon Dance does not lie. And even if you don't like it, or don't like spending 7 weeks, you know what I did as a kid? I just put Aqua Tail, Fire Blast, Thunder, and Blizzard on it, and it did a fine job with its Johto playthrough. It pretty much got to the early Battle Castle and the Battle Frontier before actually good sets got thrown my way. To tell me that you've never used Growlithe is like proclaiming that you have never breathed air. Everyone in their life at one point has used Growlithe as Articuno. It's like a rite of passage to see this incredibly good boy in the wild, and then decide to use it because it's simply the right thing to do. I quite literally cannot comprehend any other line of play, unless you happen to already be on a fire type. But in the first few games, we're picking up a fire type not called Charmander and Cyndaquil wasn't something we had in our team. They absolutely picked it up to cover for that slot. There was no telling that you haven't taken your dog out on a walk and let it beat up the local wildlife. Not to mention, look how cute it is. It's a puppy, and then it evolves into Arcanine. It just becomes even more dog. And then to further compliment how good of a dog Arcanine is, it has Intimidating, which is one of the best abilities. Plus, it's got solid stats and a good move pool with extreme speed. Before Incineroar came around, it was even the best intimidating fire type in PGC. That's how good of a bully it is. And then we have to deal with Tony the Tiger here, who got the same exact ability and pushed it out of the metagame. I like Incineroar a hell of a lot more than I used to, but I gotta say, I like Arcanine. So, similar to how I talked about how the claim that one has never used Arcanine is the equivalent of saying you don't have to breathe. Saying you've never dabbed in the art of early game fully evolved bug type is like saying that you've never had to drink water or eat food. It's human nature to see Fusion, Gust, Silverwind, and if you were just that loyal to your butterfly, bug bugs. And then in order to make it actually useful in PvP, they gave it Quiver Dance in Gen 5, which meant that you could play a Focus Sash Butterfree and use Sleep Powder on slow release to prevent hazards, and then set up in their face with Quiver Dance so you can get some damage done before going down. Now, is this good? Not with those stats. But hey, we were all curious one after enough tries, or you caught Ditto because your posture is really good and you wanted to use it and choice scarf to prevent those annoying dragon dancers from clearing your clock, like Dragon Act for instance. Who I know I could have slotted on here, but like, although 55 is a big number, Ditto has always been there as needed, and I respect that. It's the hero who saves the day when the formats get a little too powerful and someone needs to put the threats down. And being an anti-sweeper, Ditto is always there to reverse the situation and win you the game. Hopefully. And that's it. And there are plenty of other Pokemon activities, like Alakazam, Machamp, Cloyster, and other really cool stuff. So, tell you what,
Now, by discarding a card, I can special summon my apprentice instantly. And thanks to her ability, I can add a dark magician to my hand. Then I'll play one card face down and then end my turn. Oh, my bad. I didn't know I could fucking lose for too much for you to process.
I'll send this one.
Are you fucking kidding me, Donald? You didn't even summon anything. Fucking whatever. I draw. Don't just trap son of a bitch. They would probably trap. Thankfully, I can just the card out. I'm gonna summon Breakers, the magical warrior, and thanks to its special ability, it will be stuck. Now, by removing the counter, I can pop one of these cards.
I didn't get that one either.
Yeah, sure you did. Just like I'm sure you didn't need the Russians to help you win the election. Yeah, we are. Now time for battle. Breaker, attack that face down. Now, apprentice, attack him directly. Fuck. That'll be all for now.
You just made a big fucking mistake with that.
Well, shit.
Time to cook. I summoned Green Wolf and now it's Blue Eyes. You're a hero and cosplayer about to get fucked.
Hey, watch your fucking mouth. Breaker ain't no damn cosplayer.
Anyway, my wolf protects me good. Now my Blue Eyes is coming for that wolf.
Slow your roll, B-boy. I'm activating my trap card. Magical hats. Magician. Then I'll activate my nuke. Trajectory.
When you James Moon, I activate interdimensional matter transporter.
The fuck? Who even still plays that card?
Don't sleep in my very navigate deep energy. Now thanks to my trap, my Blue Eyes can escape your nuke.
That may be true, but now you're wide open for my apprentice to attack.
Activate trap card, Shadow Spell.
Holy fuck, Donald. How many basic fucking traps do you have in your deck?
Quit whining and get rid of the drug.
Fuck. I guess I'll just set this face down and then end my turn.
I draw.
oh, your ass is cooked now.
I activate the spell card Scissor Dice, which allows me to grab another Blue Eyes right grab. Then I summon my homeboy Carbonator with his effect. I'll be able to summon another Blue Eye.
Fuck out of here. I activate infinite impermanence.
You fucking metaphor, I thought we were playing old school. Whatever. Blue Eyes white lighting the fuck out of that hole. Aquaman, get his ass. Fuck you,
Shit, I need something to smoke and tasty ass. I draw. Fuck. Just go already.
With pleasure. Now let's try this shit again. I tricked my Cyberman to bring out my sexy eyes white dragon. Then I summon my blade knight, who gains 400 attacks if I have one or less cards in my hand. You ready for this gangbang, Barack?
Please be gentle.
I can finish your ass off right here, but since I'm also generous, I'll push you to
You're gonna regret that, Donald.
Yeah, I got that.
I draw. Time to turn this shit around. By discarding my King of the Swamp, I can add a polymerization. Then I'll activate it and fuse my 2 Dark Magicians in order to summon the Dark Magician.
Hold up, let me get this straight. The Dark Magician summon. Your Dark Magician?
Yeah, I know, it's fucking stupid. Let me finish my turn. My Magicians now attack your Blade Knight. Then I'll set this card and wrap my turn.
That wasn't much of a turn, but whatever. My draw. It's bad for us, but it's you're not the only one.
Oh, fuck.
I get you.
Thankfully, when that card is destroyed, I can summon both the Dark Magician and the Dark Magician Group.
Look, it's the war and their shit. If I'm so scared of them, I'll play my Beaten Dark Clown and attack mode. Let's end this shit already. 5-6. 5-4. Now finish his ass off, Pete.
Not so fast. I activate Call of the Haunted to bring back my Dark Magician.
Fucking hell, man. Just die already.
I draw. Perfect. Now I just need 1 card in order to get this out. I'll activate the effect of Illusion of Chaos to reveal itself and allow me to grab a card that mentions Dark Magician. Then I have to return it to the top of the deck. Time to battle. Say goodbye to Pete.
You know he just comes back, right?
Wait, what?
Try reading next time, Pete.
Who the fuck would want to read that shit? Let's go already.
Will do. I summon Tiger Seahorse. Let me put you through and we'll fuck this. I'll leave my people defense. Get him sexy, guys.
Once again, welcome back, my Dark Magician.
Not for long, you know? Wait, you're good at the same defense as my Tiger attack. Fucking hell.
And you were talking shit about my reading skills?
How the fuck was I supposed to know your whore wasn't a glass cannon?
By reading the fucking card.
This is Yu-Gi-Oh! Barack. Nobody ever fucking reads.
Amen to that. I draw. Oh, fuck yes. Time to get smoked, you orange-faced donut.
Use your words.
First, by sending a spellcaster card from my hand or field to the grave, I can summon Tobias, the United Dragon.
Wait, why the fuck did the music change?
Then I activate Monster Reborn to bring back my Dark Magician.
Stop fucking monologuing and tell me where this fucking track came from.
And now, thanks to my Tobias, I can fuse both of my monsters to bring out my trump card, Amulet Dragon.
I'm so open. Alright, what do you do?
I can now banish every spell card in both our graves and increases attack by 100 points per each one.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
It ain't my fault you only summon beat sticks with no effects. Now destroy his bitch eyes, White Wizard. Now I'm in control, Donald.
Not for long, you bald fuck. Shit, this is useless. First, I'll switch my monsters into defense mode. Then I'll send this card and then my turn.
I draw. Oh, he is so fucked now. I'll need to bait his ass to attack him. First, I'll lay this card face down. Then I'll have my Amulet Dragon blast your hidden monster. You can't play defense forever, Donald.
Yeah, but holy fuck, another useless ass card. There's gotta be something I can do. Wait, don't I have a White Stone of Ages in my grave? And don't I have a fucking blue-eyed fusion in my extra deck too? Holy fuck, I can't believe I forgot about that. I must be hanging out too much with Susan Bill. Prepare to get anal fuck Barack.
I beg your damn pardon.
First, I'll banish my White Stone of Ages, bring back the blue-eyed in my hand. Then I'll tribute my Tiger Seahorse and count tribute to a life on some of my people again. And now by sending 2 of my blue eyes to the grave, I can bring out your worst nightmare. Blue eyes twin birth dragon.
Holy shit.
Holy shit, his life is fucking changed. Listen to that fucking villain ass music. This team already knows how fucking you are. You know why? My twin birth dragon can't be destroyed by battle and it can banish any monster in battle.
Well, that's fucking broken.
Not as broken as your ass is gonna be once my dragon bursts through those ass cheeks. Now I'll switch to attack mode and finally finish you the fuck off.
Are you sure you want to attack Donald? I still have my trap.
You can't fool me, Barack. I'm not falling for that obvious bluff. Now attack my burst eyes and win me this goddamn duel.
Yeah, eat shit, Donald.
Are you fucking kidding me?
This destroys all of your dumbass monsters that are in attack position. Any more bright ideas you want to try?
Yeah, just one.
shop appliances with price match guarantee. More for your budget at the Home Center.
Probability of victory against opponent Star-Lord is 57.3%.
Explain. Probably that low for someone of my stature.
Analysis indicates that opponent Star-Lord is known for his unpredictability in dueling strategy, and his Galaxy Eyes deck is versatile thanks to his powerful ace monsters.
Is that so? So you're saying my own ace monster is not up to par, is that it?
My apologies. I can't
Master tool at the moment.
display most powerful Cosmo card available.
How fascinating. It's even more powerful than my Dark Eclipser. Now I just need to test this improvement out to see what it can really do.
Lord Vader, you have an incoming transmission.
Answer it.
Understood, my lord.
Vader. Dark side. So what do I owe this unexpected communication?
It's time to settle your debt.
Oh, come now, Dark side. Can't you just let it slide?
Don't give me that bullshit, Vader. You'll be big time.
Of course, of course. It's just that I'm quite preoccupied with something at the moment.
Oh, I'm quite aware of your trip to Earth to participate in that little tournament hosted by that plum-shaped cube.
Then you should understand my desire to be crowned the Lord of Kings.
That is irrelevant to the money you owe me, Vader.
Oh, on the contrary, my friend. Once I obtain that title, the Empire's influence over the galaxy will increase dramatically. Enough for me to pay you back 10 times over. I'll even throw in a few of the Earth's finest baddies to you while I'm at it.
Baddies. You are aware that the only females that catch my interest are
Ladies in the street, but freaks in the bed. Am I correct?
You know me well.
Naturally.
But I'm still going to need that payment now.
Then it's all good. Wait a moment. This might actually be a good opportunity. I've heard you're quite the duelist yourself, Darkseid.
What of it?
How about we settle this matter with a duel? If I win, consider the matter of my name closed for now.
Intriguing. And what shall I receive after I claim victory?
Whatever you want. The Empire shall be at your disposal.
That's quite an attractive offer. You must have the utmost confidence in your dueling skill.
I mean, I am in the quarterfinals for a reason.
Fair enough.
So what do you say, Darkseid?
I say that I'll enjoy ruling both Apocalypse and the Empire. So bring it on, Vader.
Oh, trust me. I'm real. I'm glad you decided to accept my challenge, Darkseid. You'll be the perfect test of it. Try out my skills.
Is that so? You think I, the ruler of Apocalypse, will allow myself to be reduced to your mere plaything?
It's cute that you think you have a choice in the matter. Do you honestly believe I'd wage the Empire if I wasn't confident I'd win this duel?
Yes, because your arrogance has always been your undoing. Your demise in the hands of that young Skywalker was caused by your own worthless pride.
That's rich, coming from the guy who's been getting his ass kicked by the Justice League for so long.
What have you accomplished besides being the Emperor's glorified errand boy?
My intergalactic clout speaks for itself, while you've been getting your shit pushed in by Superman, and this duel will be no different.
Oh, I'm going to enjoy tearing that arrogance of yours to ribbons, Vader. So make your move.
Gladly. I'll begin the steps by summoning Cosmo Goodrich in attack position. Then I'll set these two cards face down and allow you a chance to retaliate.
After all, I hope you're prepared for the consequences of making another deal with me, Vader, because I'm activating the spell, Dark World Dealings. Now we both must draw a card from our decks, and then promptly discard a card as well.
I wasn't aware you were so charitable, Darkseid.
Only a self-deluded imbecile would mistake that move as charity. Every deal comes at a cost, Vader, and this one's gonna cost you big time as I activate Domain of the True Monarchs. And with this in play,
Well, he's using Monarchs, so that's interesting, okay.
Summon monster. You're restricted from special summoning monsters in your extra deck.
An impressive card, but hardly a detriment to my deck that doesn't utilize
activating another monarch. Now, since I tribute summoned Grandmark, its ability lets me destroy one of your face downs. I hope you didn't need that.
No more than you needing a cough drop.
Who's the one that relies on a respirator to speak again? That's what I thought. Time to engage. Now Grandmark crushed that insect. And since you were wondering, my field spell's second effect boosts my tributed monarch's attack by 800 points. Death. Now attack him directly again. I believe I've tortured you enough for now.
I draw. I'll admit, you certainly live up to your title as a fierce duelist, Darkseid.
There is nothing I cannot master, Vader, for I am the solver of the anti-life equation.
And yet you couldn't solve the reason why I called your earlier move charity.
What?
I activate my trap, Psychic Trigger. Now, since my life points are lower than yours, I can banish 2 psychic monsters in my grave in order to draw 2 cards.
You bastard. You wanted this outcome all along.
Who's the errand boy now?
You worthless little...
If you like that move, I'm sure you'll love this one as I activate Cosmo Town. And with my field spell's effect, I can retrieve a banished Cosmo monster by taking damage equal to its level times 100. I once again summon Cosmo Goodwitch, and with her special ability, I can banish it in order to special summon Cosmo Forerunner. Next, I activate Emergency Teleport. And with this spell, I can summon Cosmo Farm Girl from my deck. Battle. Forerunner, attack Grandmark. Now, Farm Girl, destroy Idea. And since Farm Girl inflicted battle damage, by paying 500 life points, I can retrieve a Cosmo monster. But I'm not done yet, as since it's still the battle phase, I activate her second ability to banish herself in order to call forth Cosmo Dark Eclipse. Now attack his life points directly. That's all for now.
I draw. Okay, Vader, I see you won't make this easy for me.
Do not underestimate the power of the dark side.
Bitch, I am dark side.
Be that as it may, you were destined to lose this duel against me.
Oh, is that a fact? Then allow me to promptly show both you and Destiny why I rule these streets. And to do that, I'm first activating Pantheism of the Monarchs. Now, by discarding a Monarch trap card, I can draw 2 cards. Now, prepare to be sucked into the blackest of holes as I activate Dark Hole. This will clear the field of your pesky servants.
Unfortunately for you, Darkseid, you've triggered both my monsters' effects after they're destroyed. By banishing Forerunner from my grave, I can special summon Cosmo Slitrider from my deck. And by banishing Dark Eclipse from my grave, I can fetch another Cosmo monster. Now, since Slitrider was special summoned, I can destroy a spell or trap card on the field.
What will it be, Vader? Will you choose my field spell or my continuous spell?
I'll choose the third option, my spell.
What blasphemy is this?
The fun kind, since after being destroyed,
Graveyard, I can revive my Adea. And since Adea was summoned again, I can call forth another Eidos. I now tribute summon my Eidos in order to bring forth Caius, the Shadow Monarch. And when Caius is tribute summoned, its special ability lets me banish your monster him directly.
I don't think so. I activate the effect of Battle Fader, allowing me to special summon it and immediately end your battle phase.
Preposterous. Nobody uses Battle Fader anymore.
Well, I just did. And this little guy is a lot more useful than you believe.
You've only managed to delay your own demise, Vader. I'll set this card face down and end my turn. Unfortunately, due to Ether's effect, Erebus must return to my hand.
I draw.
Do you see how futile it is to challenge me now, Vader? I am a god. I am inevitable. I am the...
Yes, so anyway, I'll begin my turn by activating
Bitch, I have not done wrong.
Here's the deal. I think it's time I started to cook your ass as I activate Light of Redemption. And by paying 800 life points, I can retrieve a light monster from my vanished soul. Now tremble in fear as I banish 2 Cosmo monsters from my hand in order to summon my new ace, Cosmo Dark Planet.
A flashy and predictable move as always, Vader. I activate my quick play spell, Book of Moon. And with this handy card, I can flip your Death Star knuckle face down and out of my sight.
Sorry, Darkseid, but that won't be happening.
Excuse me?
Cosmo Dark Planet can't be targeted by card effects, so the only monster you can flip face down is my Battle Fader.
What's it made of, kryptonite?
That Dark Planet destroys either.
A minor setback, but I have more than enough life points to return fire next turn.
That's certainly true, unless I didn't have this. I activate Psychic Current.
A quick play spell.
So I borrow a page from your book. Now thanks to this spell, by taking damage equal to my Dark Planet's attack points, I can double its attack.
Oh my god.
You shouldn't use my name in vain, Darkseid. Now wipe him out.
No!
It appears that victory is mine.
Indeed so. You have surprised me, Vader. That new monster you added is a force to be reckoned with.
I was impressed with it as well. I should have no trouble stomping that fool out of existence now.
Regardless, a deal is a deal, Vader. So the matter of your debt shall be closed for now.
I'm glad to see you're a man of your word.
What kind of ruler goes back on what they promised?
What about Lex Luthor?
First, he's not a ruler. Second, he's just a cunt.
He is, isn't he?
Don't forget, Vader. I'll be expecting the full payment after you win that tournament.
Of course.
And these baddies you mentioned must possess sizable rear, or there will be hell to pay.
Oh, you like him thick, huh? Consider it done.
Excellent. I'll be awaiting the good news, Vader.
I hope you're ready, Star-Lord, because with my new trump card in my deck, you don't stand a chance.
Boys, you ready to play another game of life? I desperately need a win. I've been close many times, but that's not going to cut it. Let's get it going, boys. Well voted, George.
Okay, quiet. As for me, I haven't won in a while, so I definitely need to get back to my winning ways.
Sounds good. You guys cool if I start it up? Like hell I am. We'll start it up, Joe.
We're good to go. Let's do this.
All right. I never said I was on the C-map. Like always, I am the pink color. The Rock is the blue color. Donald is the yellow-orange color, and player 4 is the red color.
Seriously, player 4? I literally go to George for second.
Start it up, Joe. I need to win desperately.
Man, a new game, a new map. It's nice to have this variety.
Stop ignoring
Yeah,
it.
it's definitely nice to have variety.
Player 4. I am go to George for second, damn it.
All right, let's see who goes first.
Are you seriously going to ignore me? What do I have to do for you guys to stop ignoring me?
Is that player 4 speaking?
Again,
How
player
about
4?
stop being toxic?
Toxic? Nah, I don't think so.
Here we go again.
I worked you guys in our last game of Risk. Golf with your friends at the game of life.
Yes, I'm going to. Let's do this.
Barack, are we just going to keep ignoring player 4?
We don't have to. After all, I'm going to whoop it so badly.
Oh, really now?
We'll no longer be toxic. That's my strategy. Well, that's a good strategy. Let's see what's good with your turn, Barack.
Well, Barack won't be getting the $120,000 job because he is not goaded like you.
Shut the hell up, player 4.
I promise you guys that I will whoop you all again. And when I do, I demand respect. You three will call me Goated George.
Yeah, whatever, player 4. Let's see what job you get, Barack.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what the job titles are in this town. It won't matter since Goated George will win.
I hope you get that $120,000 paying job, Barack.
Damn it. It's okay, Barack. You got this.
What did I tell you, losers?
Is that player 4 talking again?
You get the $120,000 paying job.
Let's go. Good one,
Nice to
Barack.
start off with a $50,000 bonus. It won't matter. George is fine.
Let's see where this puts you.
Whoa. This is really going to put me on tape.
Get wrecked, Barack.
That's just
I
unlucky.
told you that you will not be winning this game.
Come on, Barack. You can still land on something good here.
And thank God I did. That's a good one. I got a nice $100,000 bonus from the bank, so that's always a good thing.
Although you didn't land on an action space, you definitely got a lot of money throughout your turn. Let's see what I can do.
Good luck to you, Donald.
You guys do realize that Goated George is still in the game, right?
Is that player 4 talking again? Yeah, it is. It's Donald's turn, though, so let's focus on that.
Donald got a low number, pathetic. Let's see what choices you get here from this action space. It'll be trash.
Hopefully it's something good. And of course,
Not
there is
bad.
no other option other than watching the game stream. I'll gladly take it, though.
Not a bad turn, Donald. You were able to get an attribute before college.
Nobody cares. Let's go to George's turn.
Let's see what you can do here, player 4.
You're trying to get under my skin, but it won't work.
Kind of sounds like it's already worked.
Damn it. Thank you for the
$50,000, player 4.
Stop calling me player 4, I swear to God.
I thought you just said that it wouldn't get under your skin. What's going on, player 4?
How about you watch my greatness?
Greatness? Really?
I'm about to get myself a nice and juicy $120,000 paying job.
Let's talk more action, player 4.
I literally won last game.
So what?
What do you mean, less talk and more action?
All right, well, let's see what job on.
All right, shut the
Of
hell up,
course,
Barack.
this game gives you
I
the
told you guys that Goated George does not
$120,000
settle for anything less than Goated things.
All right, it's a solid start. How will you back that turn?
Well, I guess I'll be backing it up by taking the
can't be serious with this right now.
I'm getting a pay raise. Respect me.
Okay, this turn of yours wasn't bad, player 4.
How many
But it's
times
not
do you
about how
have
you
to play
start,
a
but rather how you finish back.
Donald,
What is it, player 4?
you haven't won this game in ages.
So what?
You only wanted to get Jones and the Devils to you and through the game to you.
Excuse
Stop
me?
acting like you're good or something.
Don't worry about player 4, Donald. Time for Papa Joe. Good luck, Joe. Let's see how this turn of yours goes.
Can I tell you guys how it's going to go?
That's player 4. Nobody wants to hear it.
Okay, so I guess I'll be landing on an action stage before college.
Don't get too excited. It won't be anything good.
I guess we'll see about that.
Whoa,
Right,
are you
Joe. I
serious
told
right
you
now?
not
You
to
know
do
what?
it.
I'm going with the bowling duel and I'm going to take player 4 from you.
Wait, what? Are you serious right now?
Come on, Joe. You got this.
Good luck, Joe.
I guess your daddy's a serious
Come
one.
on,
I
seriously?
guess you get a horrible number. That's the trick, boys.
It's still a decent number, though.
Thanks.
And of course,
So,
Right on, player 4.
that is exactly why you just get too ahead of yourself. 5 minutes walk. You can learn from me. I used to do the top 10. Not too late.
have you won a game yet?
He got the mask off.
That's why you haven't won a game yet.
Well, today is a new opportunity for me to win a game. Let's see what I can do. That's a good mindset to have, Barack. Good luck.
Thanks, Joe.
This is disgusting.
What's disgusting is your toxicity, player 4.
Yeah, okay.
By the way, Barack,
What's up,
you
Joe?
going to choose to see the life of your remaining fix things up and go to the
I'll just get a stick with the stick with that. No surprise there. It's a little work out of the hat. You almost hit 50,000 people up. Check it out.
What do you do?
All right, well, I'm going to play rugby left with my job. I'm going to land the 120K paying job.
There's no way to get it. You're not noticing.
Let's see.
That's what I'm talking about.
What, ladies and
I
gentlemen?
got a lot of money right now.
So what?
I'm tied to the knowledge ground. Who cares? And now I have the 120K paying job.
Another knowledge attitude.
Seriously, Donald? How dumb are you? How come you only have number 4? I guarantee you're going to take out loans like you did that one game.
All right, how about you focus on yourself?
There's no way in hell you're telling me to focus on myself when I already have 1 crown.
All right, what options are you going to give me?
Goated options for sure.
Well, I guess that's a no-brainer.
For once, Donald, you said something smart. I now have 2 crowns with a 120K job. Respect me.
We're still at the very beginning of our match.
So what?
I wouldn't get you ahead of yourself if I were you.
If you were goated like me, then you would understand.
Bill has literally won 3 times.
For real.
It's fine, guys. Don't spend too much energy on player 4.
You say I'm toxic.
Well, yeah, that's because
You guys
you
have been
are.
calling me player 4 this entire time. That's toxic.
We'll stop if you stop being toxic.
I'm not being toxic. You're being too sensitive.
Whatever. I feel like you're going to get absolutely spanked in this match. That's really important. I like that confidence, hopefully I can get that 120K.
But that just happened.
How
Good
red
one,
is this
Joe.
game right now?
I'm not even going to respond to that nonsense you just spewed out. Keep up your great cooking, Joe. Well, I did just that.
Can't be serious right now.
Joe, you're cooking a gourmet meal right now. Keep it up.
I wonder what actions you'll get to.
So much news writing.
Like hell solid choice.
I don't want to spend 100K right now.
That's a pretty epic turn if you ask me. Nothing special there. Well, nobody actually played before, so something a lot.
Big facts.
All right, Barack, we're swinging it back to you.
That
You
is
have a
true.
good amount of money, but you're going to need more attributes, so let's see what's cooking.
Yeah, that's true. Hopefully I can get a low number because I'm way ahead of you all.
My prediction is that you will finish this game with a bunch of money and no crowns.
And my prediction is that you are an annoying and toxic old hag. Oh, wait, that's called something. You know what it's called, Joe?
What's it called, Donald?
Facts.
This new writing is disgusting.
And of course I couldn't land on an action stage.
That's because you're trash.
Giving you flashbacks to last game when none of us could land on action stations except the player
How
4.
about excuses?
Damn it.
And just like I predicted,
Here we go
you'll
again.
be taking loans out soon, Donald. This is why you guys should stop being so sensitive and listen to Go to George.
Nobody cares what you have to say, player 4.
My bad, Donald. I didn't want to be the one to low money.
It's not your fault, Joe. Let's see what jobs I can get, though.
Hey, at least you got the knowledge ground. You're working with something here.
Simple delusion.
Having a crown means you're definitely cooking, so it's not delusion.
Donald literally has $0. What help?
Damn.
What did I
Although I
say?
couldn't get the 120K paying job, at least I got the 100K job.
As long as you get a good roll, you'll be okay.
How?
This is exactly what I was talking about.
My bad, Donald.
You just listened to me, Donald. You wouldn't be in this situation.
Oh, really now?
But of course, you're trash, so I can't say that I'm surprised.
Did you tell him beforehand, player 4? You told him after the fact.
For real.
All right, well, I guess I have no option but to mow the lawn.
Once the right
Hopefully I can get 80K. Bam!
This is so unlucky, Donald. Agreed, you're not doing anything wrong, really. It's just unfortunate spin.
Well, now that we got the trash players turned out of the way,
Excuse
it's
me?
time for you guys to witness the vote.
Yeah, whatever you say. Hurry it up.
And once again, I will be picking the family path. Family over everything, boys.
No surprise there. Try not to splurge again when talking about family, okay?
You're disgusting. I've never acted like that when talking about family.
Toxic and alliance.
You listen to me, Barack.
No, you listen to me, player 4. This is stupid baby 50,000.
Keep cooking,
I'm
Barack.
standing on my lead, and my hope is that I will be so far ahead of you that you won't have any opportunity to make a comeback. Delusional, and more delusional.
Well, how about I show you what Papa Joe is capable of doing?
I highly doubt you're going to do anything, Joe.
You really do a lot of talking, huh?
Ain't
I
that
remember
true?
when I used to do that.
You still do.
Not really. Donald has made improvements. I can't say the same about you, player 4.
The fact that you guys haven't called me George yet is ridiculous.
Say whatever you want, but don't mind me. I'll just throw a
Nice
one,
one, Joe.
expand my lead for the happiness friend.
Player 4 is getting absolutely spanked.
Like hell I am.
Joe literally has the crown for happiness. Since you always go for the family and nothing else. How else would you get a crown?
Well, Joe always pursues the single path. Besides, I am a family man.
Okay, you don't
I
have to
believe
say
in
that.
happiness over money. That is how I will get the crown.
Okay, well maybe you should be more concerned with me.
Oh, really now?
Right now, player 4.
Let's see what you got, Barack.
Another high roll?
Assuming you're going the investment path.
Yeah, I guess I will be, but I'm really moving ahead of you all. I have mixed feelings right now.
When trash players think they're good, oh boy, it's normal for them to have mixed feelings.
Are you talking about yourself, player 4?
Let's go! I got a nice $50,000 bonus.
That's definitely a nice thing, Barack, but I really wish you landed on more action space.
That's true.
Hopefully that will happen more moving forward.
And hopefully you guys will stop me driving moving forward.
All right, I've heard enough. It's time for King Donald to do some cooking. Watch this, boy. Damn!
When you burn the entire place down, you obese pig. You
Seriously?
feel good about yourself.
You feel good about yourself, player 4?
Excuse me.
You're toxic.
Fact.
You're insecure.
Fact.
You're aggressive.
Fact.
You're about to lose your friend.
Fact.
How do you feel about that?
It's crazy how sensitive you guys are. It's not toxic.
Dang it, I picked the wrong one.
No surprise there. Typical Donald.
I swear I'm going to give you a spanking so badly, player 4.
Yeah, okay.
Just like my mom used to spank me as a kid for forgetting to wash the dishes.
Oh boy, Barack ain't messing around.
And of course, player 4 is giving me a nice 50,000. What happened to your goatness?
Well, you're in poverty. I need to help the individuals and families who are like you, Donald.
Oh, really?
That's just me being more goaded.
Helping the families now, player 4? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, what about it?
What about the families in Iraq?
Whoa. Okay, Joe.
Damn.
I'm all for going against player 4. But don't you think you're taking it a bit far?
Yeah, that's my bad. I'll be better.
Better in what? Better in the game?
Or focus on yourself, player 4.
Well, I think I'm doing just that for us. No surprise there, you guys owe me $20,000.
What happened to helping individuals in poverty? Didn't you say that's a part of your so-called goatness?
I don't know what you're talking about, Donald.
Of course you don't.
Regardless,
Will you shut
I'm
up
still
there?
going to win this game, and I will make you guys respect me when this is all said and done. Okay, what did I say? Respect me.
Your turn, huh?
Not a bad term. This game isn't even close to stay humble.
Well, I'm going to land on an action space. If anyone is cooking, it's me. Go to yours.
Okay, let's see what you get.
Well, this is an obvious choice. I just tried Joe in the happiness department, and I already have one crown. I'm goaded.
All right, that was a pretty good turn, but it's time for me to do something special.
But you're not going to do anything special since you're always going to the single path.
Can you just let Joe spin the wheel and teach like goddamn?
For real, it's not like he has to concentrate. He does the same thing every game. single cap and investments.
Well, I guess that would be changing this game player 4.
Excuse me?
Wait, what?
Like I said, player 4 is going to get spanked.
Like, no, I really
Joe
don't
is going to get a play down. That will be player 4 with no cap.
It won't matter if Joe doesn't have any money.
I thought you said family over everything, according to you. Isn't that how you win in the game of life?
How about we focus on the fact how Joe lost out on 50K and didn't even land on an action space?
Just one turn.
That was a garbage plan.
Once again, you should be focusing on me more. Let the Abominator cook.
Just because you said that, your turn will be like Joe's.
Damn, can we get one turn where you just don't say anything?
But I wish that the Rock is burning the place down right now like I predicted.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Damn it, this is so stupid.
Okay, I was wondering why Barack was so hyped when he had the game in 50K, but I guess he was aware of it when we weren't.
For real.
One Barack.
And just like that,
This is so
I will be
stupid.
able to get the rope turn and I'm going to finish it out.
Now that's what you call a productive turn.
Facts.
Let's see if you can keep this up.
You guys are going to celebrate like Barack won the game already or something? Chill out. It's just one turn.
But when you had one solid turn, you were calling yourself the winner.
That's because I'm goaded.
Ignore player 4, Donald. Let's see what you can do with this turn of game.
Call me George, damn it.
I wonder if you can still compete in this game even though you have a long download.
It will be tough, but I think it's possible since it's so early in the game.
At least you can get a pay raise and try getting that 120K raise.
Well, I'll try for that. Let's see what I get.
You won't get it.
And how do you know that player 4?
Damn!
Well, does that answer your question, Barack?
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
not stupid. I just know everything since I am goaded.
All right, it's player 4's turn. Let's see if you can have another solid turn.
You don't have to keep wondering when I literally had the script.
Oh, really
Who's
now?
going to win that?
Well, I'm going to assume you're going to family fast again, huh?
Of course. What the hell? Family over everything. I love family.
All right, so you can chill out with that player 4.
You will understand when you get kids like me in this game.
I highly doubt Joe will act like that if he has an opportunity to get a damage.
Facts. Yeah, he only acts like that when he's the last in our Pokemon Fire Red Plate.
Wait, what? Are you serious right now?
This is what I'm talking about.
I don't
Not about how you start and how you finish. You had a good turn last turn, but you were complete garbage by giving 50K to Barack and you didn't even land on an action space.
Big four, Joe.
Maybe you should stop preaching and learn how to stop giving 50K away every opportunity you get.
Well, at least we're getting married so that money loss won't be that big of a deal.
Man, correct me if I'm wrong, Joe.
You're wrong,
But I don't think I've
Donald.
ever seen you pursue the married path.
Yeah, I don't think I have either. Seriously, player 4?
Seriously,
Was that really necessary to save Donald?
Nothing new here, Joe. That's why we're going to spank him so badly in this game so he ends up getting humble.
I can't wait for that moment.
Well, I hate to break it to you guys. Still talking? That won't be happening
Let's
anytime
go.
soon.
Because Goldie
Nice
George
one,
will
Joe.
once again be You getting definitely made up for losing that 50K, Joe.
Can you guys shut the hell up? I was trying to talk.
We don't care if you're trying to talk player 4. Nobody cares for what you have to say.
Facts. All right, hurry it up. It's your turn, Joe.
What does it look like I'm doing, huh?
Messing things up like
Damn it,
this.
Ken.
Getting a high number is terrible for you.
Why do you keep acting like that is something I can control?
Because it
You
is.
have to comment on everything we do.
It's fine, Joe. Let's see what actions you get here.
Oh, yeah, let's see.
You know what? Nice one, Joe. Attend the concert because, like always, I'm a fun guy. I'm going to throw my hat to the stage.
You're doing this just to target, huh? Are you that scared of me?
I'm not going to respond to that. Let's see what's cooking for you, Barack.
Okay, but in all seriousness, though, what the hell is wrong with you, Donald? Why are you all the way back there?
Donald, it's fine. Let's just take it one turn at a time, okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, 3, not bad.
Okay, I guess I think we're playing too much.
You didn't land on an active
Because
though.
the faces are still ahead of me, and at least I didn't land on taxi.
It wasn't a bad turn by any means, Barack. You can still cook.
Okay, stop this meat riding and hurry it up with your turn, Donald.
Can't stand not being toxic, huh?
Go ask anyone you know. I guarantee that they will say this is not me being toxic. Oh, really, man? Or rather, you guys do. Absolutely.
All right, well, you can keep spewing out nonsense, but in the meantime, I will pursue the single path.
Nothing new here. This is why you're trash at this game.
Okay, let's see where a 5 takes you.
Ignoring me again, respect.
That's not going to happen.
Damn!
See, this is what I'm talking about.
Literally,
I told you all that Donald is trash at this game. I told you all that going to the single path is not the way to go. And Donald shouldn't even land on an active space.
Blah, 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 blah. Shut the hell up.
Oh my God! What the hell? I'm getting a kid!
Not this again. Cover your ears.
Yes. I love family. This is why family is the best. I love everything about this. Kids. Family.
All right, are you done splurging your feelings for family?
Just because I love family, it doesn't mean that you have to take it that far.
We're not the ones taking it that far, though.
Oh, really?
You're the ones taking it that far.
Preach it, Barack.
All right, it's Papa Joe's turn to make something special happen. Watch me, boys.
Okay, the last time you said that, it literally happened again. You gave up 50K the last time, too, when you said what you said. Joe, how garbage are you at this game?
You are so lucky that we're even playing with you right now, player 4. We could have easily just stopped playing with you.
Then why haven't you been yet? Too scared to kick out the goat. Is that it?
No, it's because we think you're capable of not being toxic.
I'm not being toxic.
But our perspective is that you've won 3 in a row.
Damn right.
If you get spanked 3 games in a row,
Which won't happen.
then maybe you'll stop this.
not how you win. You need a kid, not a doll. You don't know how to play this game.
Okay, why are you talking every single moment you have?
Because I am goaded.
Are you trying to audition for becoming a sports commentator?
For real.
Because boy, I'll tell you, you're not doing so well.
Well, I don't need your opinion, Barack. How about you focus on yours?
Actually, I will. I think I'm doing pretty well for myself right now.
You definitely are, Barack. Keep up the cooking.
Damn it, every time you guys say let me cook, you always end up messing things up.
All right, chill out, player 4. It's not that serious.
And of course, I have to land on tape. Here we go, I guess.
As long as you don't land on taxes, you'll be fine.
Shut the hell up, Joe. The sky is also blue. Did you know that?
And thank God for not landing on taxes.
At least you'll be able to get a salary increase, I guess.
Doesn't matter.
You're close to getting your master's, though.
I highly doubt I can catch you in the knowledge department, though, Donald.
Weird world we live in. McDonald's to win this game.
Excuse me?
It's fine, Donald. Look at the bright side of things. You're securing your knowledge crown.
That's true.
Now you just need to work towards another crown.
Fact.
I think you can still win this.
The delusion is disgusting.
It's not the
How about you guys watch how a good player plays this game?
And what was that about getting ahead of yourself? You literally gave me 50,000.
I wanted to give you that so you could have a better chance at competing.
These excuses are getting disgusting.
Like you're one to talk Donald.
Just hurry it up, player
This is
4.
an interesting option, though.
Just pick one down.
I think I'll just settle for the documentary since I don't want to spend $100K when Donald somehow locked that crown up.
It's about damn time you pick something. It's finally my turn again.
I don't know why you want to turn so badly when you just constantly screw things up.
Okay, agree. Where does that take you?
Well, I guess I'll be getting another dog.
Nice one,
I
Joe.
will once again be increasing my lead in the happiness department even more.
No!
Jesus Christ, not this again.
Kids over dogs! You don't know what family is about, Joe. Family over everything.
Dogs are a part of the family. Stop hating.
You can say all you want about us, but don't even think about hating on dogs.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I'm not even focused on that. I need to make sure that I am still in a position to get first place.
Yeah, well, you won't. So give it up.
Okay, but where is this 6-1 station?
I think it's the action space before the stop sign.
Imagine that.
Okay, I guess it's an
Barack
action
is so
space
sweaty
after
at
all.
this game that he knows all the spots and everything. And he still can't win.
Okay, well, I'm going to install a solar panel so I can maintain my well crown.
Good one, Barack.
I'm doing it the worst another one.
How many times have you guys ignore what I'm saying and interrupt me every time I'm talking?
And how many times will you talk? Shut it.
I wish you would.
Okay, you're not even relevant, Donald. You have 2 loans.
I'm still trying out here.
And you should keep trying, Donald. You have 1 crown secured.
Doesn't mean
All you
anything.
need is a few good turns and you'll be back in.
Donald will only compete if he goes for the family.
Yeah, well, I'm going for the investment. I need more money.
According to my analysis, I don't think that will work out.
Nobody cares for your garbage analysis.
Excuse me?
Well, you'll have an opportunity to get more applicants, Donald. Question is, this point.
It won't matter.
Well, I guess that answers your question. And I'll settle with planting a garden since I want to save my money just in case I land on a house space.
That was kind of risky, Donald. Let's see if that works out.
Okay, nobody cares for Donald at this turn. It's all about me. Go to George. Respect me.
I think you got it the other way around, player 4. Nobody cares for your turn.
Well, maybe you will once I get a nice and juicy $200,000 paying job.
And how in the hell are you so sure that you're getting this 200K job?
Seriously.
Well, to say it in simple terms, I'm goaded.
I'm going to laugh so hard if you don't end up getting your job.
Yes, I do. I guess I will be the one laughing at you three instead.
Let's talk more action, player 4.
Moment of truth.
What did I tell you
I
guys?
can't be serious with
I
this.
told you that I'm goaded. You still don't have a I told you all that I would get this job.
It doesn't matter.
Get wrecked, you losers.
Whatever you say. What the hell?
I don't know why you're laughing. It's not like you landed on an action space or anything.
It's fine, Barack. Let's just focus on ourselves.
Listen to your daddy, Barack.
Seriously?
All right, watch the cook, boys.
Here we go again.
Okay, is the 7 going to take you to the stop sign or something?
Yeah, it will. I didn't want to move too fast, but it's whatever, I guess.
I wonder what job you're going to get you.
What about that?
Wait, what?
I'm going to pursue on with life if I already have a ton of money in the crown.
Are you sure about this, Joe?
Damn it.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter which tax you take because you're trash either way.
Okay, nobody told you to talk player 4.
Let's see where this roll takes you, I guess.
Stop hyping it up. It won't be anything good.
Whoa, hold on now. I guess Joe is getting a house after all. You better watch out, player 4.
Nice one, Joe. I guess this path is paying off for you after all.
Thanks, Barack. Although it's not that 400K house you got. At least it's still something for me.
Well, I guess this game needs to give you something good to make you feel better about yourself. Am I right?
Are you still talking? Didn't we tell you to shut the hell up?
I can talk whenever and however much I want.
It's fine, Donald. Once we get in the spanking with it, it's all said and done. He will have nothing left to say.
Sounds pretty delusional to me. Hurry it up with your turn.
I think you should be afraid of Barack the most, if I'm being honest.
Delusion, and more delusion.
Just watch him then.
Damn! Oh yeah, I'm watching him. He's screwing things up like usual.
It's fine. It's just 50K, I guess. I'm just trash. I'm going to try for that 200K paying job, though. That's a change thing.
That could definitely turn things around. Believe it or not, player 4. This this game is up for grabs. No one is out of it yet.
You guys not see how much delusion you guys are under?
How is it delusion?
Forget the meat riding for a second.
Excuse me?
This delusion is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Damn it.
I just got that nice and decent $200,000 paying job.
That's absolutely huge, Barack. Keep it up.
I plan on doing so.
Oh, really now? Because to me,
Not this again.
not only did you beat ahead of everyone else, but you also gave me 50,000 to grow.
I didn't want to roll that high, but I can still do something about this. You're a joke. It also depends on the action space as well.
That's a fact.
Let's see what you get.
It won't be good.
Well, these are not good options.
What did
I have to go with the cruise, though, since I'm getting something for sure.
That's probably the right move.
More risk with the bold rule. Hopefully I made the right choice.
I think you did.
Well,
You do have to be edged to your final score, so I don't think it's a bad move by any means.
All right, Donald, hurry up and mess something up so it'll be my turn.
Why do you think I'm going to mess something up always?
Seriously, Donald,
Damn!
you even have to ask that. You have 2 loans, and once again, you didn't land on a useful space.
I think Donald has been getting unlucky with anything.
Back.
He hasn't done anything dumb in my opinion.
And that's why you all will lose to me once again.
We do a lot of talking to someone without a crown.
Ain't that the truth?
I still have plenty of time left.
Still no grounds though.
No, would you look at that?
Okay, you can't be serious.
I'll be able to get a house and get closer and closer to getting the wealth crown. You guys feeling scared yet?
Not really. I think this game is still up for grabs, regardless of how you want to look at it.
I can't wait for these final results. Be patient with me. I'm so sick and tired of hearing your guys believe.
How can you say it's delusion?
It is.
If you want to count me out, that's fine.
I already
But I
have.
think Barack and Joe still have a great chance of winning this game.
Well, watch Joe mess up then.
Seriously, are you just praying for my downfall? It's not going to
Nice one, Joe.
That was a solid turn.
Back.
You dodged the fake and you got a nice 120 bonus.
Back.
You still have a chance for a house too if you get a 1 next turn.
Back.
And you're saying this isn't meat riding?
Just because we're not being toxic towards each other, it doesn't mean that we're meat riding.
Yeah, okay. Let's see how you finish this game up for us. I think we got the choke.
I think Barack will be fine.
Damn, seriously? Barack is literally giving away 50K every turn. That adds up over time.
He still has a house that he invested in.
Barack's second daddy deserves a backup too, huh?
Don't worry about player 4. I need to focus up here so I can finish this game strong.
I seriously can't believe that you guys are not even calling me George yet.
Damn.
Okay, this is getting pathetic.
It's just unlucky
How
Barack.
many times are you giving up 50K, huh? I told everyone that Barack is going to choke. This is being caught in 4K, ladies and gentlemen.
You think I want to give 50K away every turn or something?
For real.
Yeah, whatever you say.
My only option here is to get married.
Not a bad
So I can at least make up for a little bit of what I lost.
There's no way you're making that up by getting married.
It's still something
Could have
better.
ended poverty in our world with the amount of money you're giving away.
Okay, player 4.
Call me George,
Barack
damn
is
it.
starting to give me a headache with the amount of talking you're doing.
For real.
Can you at least tone it down a bit?
Not going to happen. I am go to George.
Well, at least I'll be getting 20K from each of you guys, so it makes up for one loss of 50K plus a little more.
Well, congratulations, Barack. You face it now.
Shut it, Slayer 4.
Don't tell me what to do. Once again, you will mess things up. Do it quick so I can crown the winner again.
All right, I'm just going to ignore this for now. Let's see what you got.
Brass.
Seriously, agreed.
In all seriousness,
I told everyone that Donald is trash. What's that?
some way, somehow you got the number that barely avoided the house station.
At least I'll be able to compete for the wealth crown.
Despite you not landing on a house stage, that is still a production turn.
This is a joke.
A few more of those and who knows what will happen.
All right, it's time for Go to George to make a statement once and for all.
What do you mean, make a statement? You don't even have a crown.
Just watch me. I'm going to do what no one else has done yet.
1 get a 3, is that your statement?
No, you idiot. I'm going to concede the risky pass and only go through that. Don't try this at home, boy.
Whoa, you can't be serious right now.
Well, I am. Let's see how this risky path goes.
Okay, then, honey, you yourself way ahead of this step.
According to my analysis, it looks like I will be landing on a fake space.
What do you mean analysis? That was already so obvious.
Quiet. I need to focus here. Oh, boy. Look at that. 100K for the goat. That's what I'm talking about. Witness greatness.
That's a pretty average turn if you ask me.
Excuse me?
You only got 100K and you still don't have any crown.
Facts.
You're acting like you got a house or something from the face to the facts.
Joe shouldn't be more focused on how to not give 50K away.
Tell yourself this
You
place
said all that
forward.
because you're not performing yourself.
If I'm being honest, I don't care who I give the 50K to as long as it's not me.
See what it makes you think about.
Seriously twisted my words like crazy.
For real.
I essentially said that I don't care who wins as long as it's not me. Seriously? How is that cleaning up?
Well, I hate to break this to you, Joe.
This is so
But
stupid.
you once again play terribly. You've got a high spin while giving me 50,000.
Well, I'm still going to land on an action stage, so my turn is not over.
It doesn't matter what you get, because I'm going to win this game.
Shut up, will you?
Excuse me?
Well, these aren't necessarily good options, but I guess I'll go with the plus and try to keep getting something to do.
That's a big push. You still only have one crown. If you don't have it, it doesn't matter. I'm voting.
You need help.
Don't worry, Donald. You're going to get spanked big time with your roll there. I'm confident in that.
You've been saying this entire time that I'm going to get spanked. Prove it then.
Well, I
to you, Barack. Let's see what ends up happening.
It probably won't be anything special, so don't get too excited. Well, I guess the 3 will allow me to get a knowledge after you, and I'll be getting an extra 20,000 for my last paycheck. Not too bad.
That's a pretty solid turn. In fact, that extra 20,000 from the last paycheck can make up a little bit of what you lost from your previous stint.
I don't think it'll matter.
Well, nobody cares for your thoughts. It's my turn to make something happen this time.
Donald, you are way behind us. Why are you even talking?
Slow and steady wins the race. Don't you remember that player 4?
For the love of God, stop calling me player 4 already.
That's not going to happen. But like Joe said, slow and steady wins the race.
Oh, really?
I hope I can get that $200,000 paying job going.
Good luck to you, Donald. You won't get it, I'm sure of it. You're not voting like me.
Let's find out.
Damn!
How many times have I been right? It's time for you all to start respecting me.
My turn is not over. Let me cook for you.
You are literally burning the whole place down.
You can't be
When I tell you to stop talking, you talk. This is what happened. I invite you to shut the hell up and just let the results speak for themselves. You ever pick your own advice player 4? I don't need to. I'm voting. I think you would do some good for you. Whatever you say, but it's my turn now. Watch my greatness, boys.
Why the hell do you keep calling us your boys and you say all kinds of messed up things?
It's foolish, Donald. He was talking so much, he just ended up getting 50,000.
I still landed on a safe space. I can still make something happen. Or you could mess up even more. I guess only time will tell. I'm not you, Barack. What is that supposed to mean? It means that I'm once again getting another 100,000. And I have a house that I can sell. I have all the momentum in the world right now.
So you don't have a crown. We do. Let me get going with my turn.
Judge, your turns have been average at best. How is it that you can keep talking?
Damn it.
You're not going to big wallet or rescue clothes like God did. Well, I'm proving the point. That's why.
Are you now?
You'll once again pay 50,000. According to my analysis, I will win this game.
Well, your analysis is trash.
My Kelly,
I got a $250,000 retirement bonus, and I still have my house in it.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the profit.
this is true.
That's what Papa Joe is capable of. Let's do this. Let's go. Okay, Joe, I'm hyped for you, but you need to take some deep breaths. Okay, are you ready? Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Okay, are you feeling any better?
Yeah, I'm feeling fantastic. Thanks for that, Donald.
You guys are so weird. And you're not. You literally hear yourself when you talk about family.
For real.
Okay, when is it my turn to dominate? I'm getting impatient.
Seriously, you literally went right before Joe. Pull it, would you?
Okay, so it's Barack's turn now. Yeah, it is. I'm thinking I can replicate what Bill did. Just because you're thinking of something, it doesn't mean you'll do it.
Don't listen to him. Good luck, Barack.
Thanks, Joe. I just hope I can land on taxes. That's the one thing that cannot happen. Well, you're giving me 50,000. Think that's okay?
I'm fine with it. I was getting that $200,000 retirement bonus, and I even have a house to sell. I think I'm in a good position for it.
You definitely are, Barack. Let's see how much profit we can get from this house, though.
It won't matter. Go to Jordan side.
Moment of truth, Barack.
Good luck.
Damn it. I only got a $49,000 profit from it. What did I tell you?
Here we go again.
I said that you would not.
Okay, shut the hell up. Barack still has a ton of money and will only get more from his pension.
Thank you for interrupting player 4, Donald.
Yeah, but we don't.
No problem.
You know I'm still here, right?
No one
Go
cares.
to Jordan, you're finishing up soon, and once again get the first place spot. Blah, 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 blah. And all I saw was you only get 10,000.
So what?
You should be worried, Barack. What the hell? Why are you laughing, Joe?
Because you become a complete clown. Joke is what you are now.
Damn.
Oh, I'm a big joke.
Yes, sir.
Not everyone gives you 50,000. It won't matter. You're not going to win this game, player 4.
Last game, we ended up giving player 450,000 every turn in Southline.
For real.
The difference between now and last game is that we also landed on taxes while player 4 didn't.
Facts.
That's why player 4 isn't having the same result.
Okay, stop spewing after BS. Stop play the damn game.
Well, Donald made up for the loss of 50,000 in his landing on that.
There, that won't even matter. Let's see what you get. Seriously?
Well, these options are pretty bad, but I guess I'll take the guy before. It doesn't change anything.
Donald, if you're smart, which I know you're not,
Excuse me?
but if you can somehow be smart for just a little bit,
Seriously?
you would know that there is nowhere in hell you're winning this game.
Oh, really now?
Might as well pay little to no attention for the rest of the game because it won't change what it means to you.
So you're saying Donald has no chance to some way, somehow to do?
Yeah, I have a house to sell. I'm building.
Okay, let's see what you tell us.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's it?
I got a nice $592,000 sale from it.
If you think you're going to win this game somehow, I'm not going to say this.
I don't know why you're curious to see the results, Donald. You're literally going to end up in last place.
I don't care what place I end up in. I care what place you end up in.
That's right,
And to be real with you, it probably won't be first place.
Yeah, I should definitely listen to a last place loser like you. Like I said before, you haven't truly won this game. You only won because Joe's famous there.
Okay, no need to revisit the past.
Let's see if I can get 100,000 for this good game. You're not mad at that, Veron?
The past is the past.
Should have won a game and Joe's stupidity cost the big time.
It doesn't matter.
And now Donald is sticking out his chest, acting like he won that
say anything about that. I'm just going to play bingo for the hard attributes and feel better off. Barack, I just want to say that you definitely deserve to win that one game.
See what I'm saying?
I appreciate how you come around. I'm all for friendly competition and trash talk. But being toxic is not needed. Thank you, Barack.
That's future discussion. It was future. It was embarrassing. I assure you, player 4, that you will come around. This is a judgment with you, especially in the game of life. There will be no back balls all through your play. Won't happen when we play this. Won't happen until you will come around. Delusional.
All right, I need to hurry up so we can get these results ASAP. The first of 3 phases will occur in a bit, I'm sure.
What do you mean the first is 3? I'm not losing any of these games. Well, I guess you can watch me get another $100,000 bonus then. How about that? Let's talk more action.
Let's see Barack.
And that's what I was talking about. The Abominator is just straight up cooking right now.
I can't argue that. I can only wish to replicate that right now.
It doesn't matter if you have 2 pounds, Donald. You're still not going to win. Use your brain for once.
I guess we'll see about that.
Good luck, Donald.
And once again, another $50,000 bonus. King Donald is starting to get momentum.
Momentum, that's starting to talk. How about you finish the damn board?
I would love to if they stopped giving me low numbers.
Well, let me speed up this turn.
What does it look like I'm doing? I'm going as fast as I can. Don't rush me.
Donald.
What's up, Barack?
You could have taken my wealth crown, I think.
Wait, what?
Why didn't you do that?
I didn't even notice it.
Oh, really?
Player 4 was rushing me and I couldn't even think straight. I just immediately went for what would earn me money.
Joe, are you good? You've been kind of quiet.
Yeah, I'm good, Barack. I've been just eating some ice cream, and to be honest, I'd rather not expend my energy on someone like Player 4 right now.
Seriously?
My mind
Call me Player 4 again?
enjoy my ice cream, and I don't care who wins, as long as it's not Player 4. You sound like you're having a chill time right now.
For real.
I wish I could be having some ice cream with you. I'm not going to lie.
Okay, calm down, Donald. You don't need to be eating ice cream at your weight.
Excuse me?
It's the truth. And I just got another $100,000 because I am simply just go to respect. See, stuff like this is why we're trying to spank you in the game of life. Again, with the spank. There's no need to make that comment about Donald's weight.
Agreed.
And of course, you end up getting $100,000 because you're just lucky.
Let's not respond to Player 4 until the game is over. How about that?
You guys have called me Player 4 this entire time. That's disrespectful. And now you want to ignore me? Well, it's my turn to make something happen again. Okay, no, it's good. I get another juicy $100,000.
Well, that would definitely strengthen your chances of getting first place.
How do you get first place when I am most likely getting first place? Too bad I couldn't get $100,000. It's fine, though. Let's see if you can reach the finish line with this turn of yours, Donald.
Yeah, that would be nice. I'm dying to see these results.
You better get a high roll, I swear to God. Moment of truth. You actually cannot be serious with this, Donald. I swear to God. How is that you're going too slow? It's because you're an obese pig, huh? This is why I told you to not eat ice cream. You literally cannot go any slower than you already are. This is absolutely ridiculous.
All right, well, I got an 8, and I'll be taking away $100,000 from Player 4.
This is so stupid. Why are you targeting me?
Sucks to suck. Thanks for the $100,000.
Donald, I'm pretty sure you could have had the wealth crown. Why didn't you do that?
I seriously forgot to notice Player 4 is calling me an obese pig and is constantly being annoying, so I stopped thinking for a second. That's my bad.
Joe, are you feeling okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Donald should have had the wealth crown by now, and I'm pretty sure that he's done that. You would get a guaranteed win, right? You see me right now, I have so much money.
Okay, nobody cares, but yeah, I don't really care for that Barack.
Of course you
If
don't.
you win, then I'm okay with that, and you definitely deserve to win one of the previous games. The most important thing is that Player 4 cannot win.
I appreciate that, Joe. And I guess you got a nice $100,000 bonus. It literally will not matter because I am goated, Joel.
Thank God the end of the game is
I won
here.
3 games in a row, and this game will make it my 4th. Respect me. Yeah, I guess we just got my turn left, and then you will be able to finish this round off, Donald. You seriously ignoring me again? I told you to respect me, not ignore
Will
me.
you get another $100K though?
Well, I guess not. You didn't get the $100K because
I think
you're
I
a bum.
did pretty well throughout this game. Hopefully it will be enough for first place.
I guess we'll see about that real soon. It's time for me to finally finish up the board though.
It's about damn time you did. Next time we play, lose some weight so the games are not this long, okay?
Player 4!
What the hell? What do you want?
You've been toxic. You've been mean. Facts. You've been delusional. Facts. You've been annoying. Facts. You've been self-centered. Facts. It's time for Barack to give you a spanking. Watch these results.
Jesus Christ, Joe, you destroyed him. Are you doing okay? Do we need to take deep breaths?
I'm fine, Barack. I just want to see these results already.
It's actually pretty pathetic how desperate you all are to see the results when goated George will win once again.
Yeah, okay.
But then again, I guess it makes sense for you guys wanting to watch the goat become more of those.
Okay, watch these results.
Total money, I definitely have the most. Look at this money.
Check again, Player 4.
Okay, I'm not seeing anything. Look left. Why did my money stop?
This is just the beginning, Player 4.
Okay, but total attributes is where I make this amazing comeback. Respect me.
I guess we'll see about that then, right?
I can't wait.
I'm fine. Wait, what? Where are my attributes? What is this nonsense?
I told you, Player 4, we were going to spank you in the game of life. The spanking session has begun.
What? No. What is this? I can't do this. What is this for? This is nonsense. You can't make me.
Discussion about the San Jose Sharks. This might be the worst team in NHL history. Not only have y'all lost the first 10 games of the season, but you've only scored 10 goals, so you're averaging literally 1 goal per game. On top of that, you just lost 10-1 to the Vancouver Canucks.
2 days later.
Ain't no way y'all just lost 10-2 to the Pittsburgh Penguins. You just gave up 20 goals in 2 games. There is no way that just happened. So I was saying the San Jose Sharks might be one of the worst teams in the NHL. I'm taking that back. They're the worst team in NHL history. How do you allow 20 goals in 2 games? Like, how is that even possible? This entire team stinks. Everyone's getting traded. But San Jose, you do have the potential to do the funniest thing in the world. Lose to the Philadelphia Flyers today, and then beat the Edmonton Oilers to win your first game of the season. We need that to happen. And this is going to be by far the most difficult rebuild I've ever done, because this team literally has no trade asset. Duclair, no value. Barabanov, he's got a little bit. Granlund, he's got none. Mike Hoffman, he's got none. Like, Mike Hoffman has 1 point right now. Duclair, I think he's only got 1 point as well. Even if I retain half of their salaries and trade them at the trade deadline, I'm only going to get like a 6th round pick for them. But thankfully, this is NHL 24, and these guys will be able to produce a little bit, so I'll get a few assets for them. But man, San Jose, y'all are screwed. Before we jump into this rebuild, though, there is one thing we've got to figure out. What's more difficult? Passing the Detroit Red Wings and YouTube subscribers, or winning the San Jose Sharks the Stanley Cup? And I think we all know what the clear answer is. The San Jose Sharks. That team is awful. So I'm not going to lie. We got to get rid of the old sport here. Logan, sure, you're the first piece that's going to go. I'm willing to retain $4 million on your contract. We're starting with 2 right now, but I will retain $4 million for you to play against us. We got to get you off the books. We got to free up a bit more cap space. We just got to do something to spark this team. So I'm thinking of making this deal right here. Logan, sure, over to the New York Rangers. $2 million to pay. We're going to pick up Phil Keto. We're also going to pick up Schneider here. I think that's a good pickup for us. You know what? We get 2 young players. You're going to be saying no here. I don't really want to retain $4 million. I also don't want to trade a ton of picks away. But in saying that, I would be willing to give up a 3rd rounder to get these 2 guys. We're going to offer that over. They're still saying no. I'll retain $3 million. I don't really want to do $4 million because that's quite a bit over the next 4 years. But I'll do $3 million. Even $2 million is quite a bit. So I'll offer this over. Still saying no. I feel like we're pretty close in value, so maybe a 4th rounder as well. We'll offer this over. What are they thinking? They're going to say yes to this deal. We got Phil Keto, we got Schneider, 2 young players. I think that's a good move for us. And after trade for Schneider, I'll give him a 5-year extension at $2 million. A cheap deal for him. We also got him long term. I think that trade's going to work out very well for us in the long term, even though we have to retain $3 million. So I think this is what we're going to be rocking here. Tomas Hertl, Phil Keto, Barabanov on the first line together. On the second, we're going to have Zadina, Eklund, and Duclair. Eklund and Zadina actually have a really good line fit here, so ideally we keep them on for the rest of the rebuild here. 2 young players. I think they'll be able to live up to their potential, especially playing on the second line, getting a ton of minutes. And then the bottom 6, who really cares? None of these guys are going to be drafted this season. Well, maybe without Granlund, because I don't think I'm going to be able to trade him away, but we'll see what happens. Defensively, don't really care. I think the only guys who are going to be holding on to long term is going to be Schneider and Ferraro here. The rest of these guys, they'll be gone within 1 or 2 seasons. And the goaltending, we'll address that when we need to, which technically is right now, but you know what, we'll work with it while we can. So we're sitting right up to the trade deadline here. Ideally lose every single game, and that shouldn't really be that difficult with this San Jose team. Then we'll ditch a ton of players, and then we'll really start the rebuild. Because we're probably going to be trading away 3-4 guys at the trade deadline. This team's going to have 60 overalls on the 4th line once we're done here. So this is what we're doing. It's going to be Duclair and Ruda sent over to the Boston Bruins for Patra, Nick Foligno, and Zaitsev. We're taking both these guys on just so we can make the contracts work. We're going to offer this over. They're saying no. I'll throw a couple picks in because Patra would be amazing for us. High top 6 potential. He'll definitely develop into something. Here's a 4th rounder as well. That should be enough to get this deal done. Yeah, we're adding Patra to the team. He'll be a fantastic piece on our third line, probably even second. Our next trade is going to be Kunin and Benning over to the Anaheim Ducks. We're going to be picking up Zellweger here, a nice young defenseman. This is going to be a fantastic pickup for the future of this team. So I don't necessarily want to get rid of this young player right here, but we're going to be able to get rid of Granlund's contract, and we are going to pick up Evangelisti here along with the third-round pick, so I think it's going to be worth it in the end. So I think with all those trades done, we're going to call it here and simulate the rest of the season and see what happens. We've got to give a few extensions out here in Barbonov. I'm definitely willing to do like $4.3 million. We're probably going to be on the first line for us because you have a perfect line fit there. 84 overall. I mean, you're having a great season so far, so I'd love to bring you back. And speaking of guys having great seasons, Zadina's having one as well. So let's do 2 years at $4.2 million. And the worst case scenario, we trade you 2 years from now. The rest of these guys, though, I'm okay with all of them walking. I mean, I'll re-sign the rookies and all that, but I mean, like, LeBang, Mike Hoffman, Nick Foligno, all you guys can leave. Same with Zaitsev here. But I'm just going to say this right now. I cannot control how realistic and unrealistic the simulation is. All I know is this team made the postseason 17th in the entire league. Yeah, the team that's currently started 0-10, making the postseason 17th in the entire league, 38, 31, 13. Makes sense. There's not much of a surprise that Tomas Herrell's going to be leading the way, but Phil Keto, a fantastic season with him. He's picking up 65 points. Zadina, 56 from him. Eklund's picking up 55. Barbonov, 52. We're building a nice young core here, and I like what we're doing. Meanwhile, in between the pipes, Taco Captain, what's completely horrible? I mean, 25 wins here, 3 shots at 915 to 299. Not good numbers by any means, but I mean, hey, we got us into the postseason somehow, so I guess I'll take it. So here's my prediction for the postseason. We're going to somehow upset the Edmonton Oilers, only face the Vancouver Canucks in the second round, and get blown out in a 4-game sweep where Vancouver averages 7 goals a game. I think that's the most fitting outcome for season number 1. So let's go ahead, simulate through the first 4 games of the series, complete a quick sweep here, and then move on to getting demolished in the second round to the Vancouver Canucks. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen. We're down 3-1 in this series. We'll probably lose in game 5 here. Okay, we're losing game 6. Let's just get it over with real quick. The more games we win, the worse draft pick we get. We're losing in 6 games here. Let's be honest, there's no reason that this San Jose team should have made the postseason. Like, what's going on? So Vancouver probably would have smoked us in the second round. This team's going to make it all the way to the Stanley Cup final. They're taking the New Jersey Devils down to 6-game series. Quinn Hughes takes on Luke and Jack. Boy, wouldn't that be a storyline. Now, although we only played 1 series, Tomas Herrell still put up some pretty solid numbers as he picked up 10 points in 6 games. Now, I will say it really sucked that we were somewhat good this season and made the playoffs, because that means our pick's not going to have a ton of value. Montreal's going to drop from 3 to 1. Chicago's dropping from 1 to 2. But yeah, our pick, North Pittsburgh, is going to be a lottery pick, so I mean, hey, we'll work with what we have here. So I think if we want to win ourselves the Stanley Cup in the next 5 seasons, we're going to make some big trades. Now, I'm going to package up the 19th, 28th, along with one of our prospects over to the Chicago Blackhawks, and we're going to be picking up the 6th overall pick. You're going to be saying no to this deal, but you know what? I'll throw in a couple more draft picks. You know what? I don't want to do another draft pick, so I'll throw Quentin Muskie into this deal too. Because you know what? We're going to be drafting a forward here, and he's going to be like a 77 overall, medium elite potential. I think that feels worth it. Okay, they're still saying no. I don't want to package up more picks, but if I have to, I will. What do we have here? Do we have any good young defensemen? Like, I don't want to give them Zellweger. Mario Ferraro, I don't really want to trade you either. Maybe this guy, I don't know. We'll throw him into the deal. What are they thinking here? They're still saying no. I'll throw in one more draft pick here. We'll do the 3rd rounder from Nashville we acquired. This is the most I'm going to be offered for the 6th overall pick. They're saying no, so we're walking away. So the guy that I really want to draft 6th overall is still on the medium elite potential, 70 overall. He'll be able to crack the roster over the next 2 seasons. A nice young center, 2-way center. That's exactly what we need. This is a big pickup for us. So there's no one I really want to draft here in the 2nd round because a lot of the prospects aren't that great. So I'll send our 51st overall pick over to the Minnesota Wild. And we'll pick up a future 2nd and a future 4th. So here's the deal we're making since the draft isn't that great. The 63rd overall pick and the 156th, along with the future 3rd, 4th, and a prospect over to the Arizona Coyotes. And in this deal, we're going to be bringing in Rosselli and J.J. Moser, 2 great young players. That's going to be fantastic for us. And we're getting a massive upgrade here. Oh, also, I want to mention, I have no clue who this guy is, but you can't tell me he doesn't sort of look like Jordan Binnington. Like, those facial features he has actually looks like thinner. Also, since the draft sucks so much, I'm going to be trading a 6th and 7th round over to the Winnipeg Jets for a 3rd. And then we'll finish the draft up here by saying the 223rd over to the Vancouver Canucks for a future 7th and a backup potential goaltender. Basically, I just don't want to be wasting our 7th round pick right now. So for a guy who wants to go through the draft here, having only 1 selection probably isn't ideal. but we were trading our picks for actual good NHL players, so I think we're better off. So of course, we got to give JJ Moser an extension here, and I'm hoping he's going to agree to a 4-year deal at $3.9 million. I will go over $4 million, but I prefer to keep it under. I know with the rest of these players here, we're probably just going to be letting them walk, because I don't need to bring back a 36-year-old Nick Foligno and a 34-year-old Mike Hoffman. But unfortunately, JJ Moser wasn't feeling $3.9 million. We'll do a 4x4. And we got some good news. He's perfectly fine with a 4x4, so that's a W move for us right there. So now let's give us some extensions for some guys that are on expiring deals. In Sutherland, I'll do 3 years at 2.7 for a depth piece. You've been performing fantastic for us, so why not bring you back? And Evangelista, you know what? You're a pretty good young player here. I'll do $2.1 million for the next 5 seasons. Even if you cap out at 80 overall, I think that's worth it for $2.1 million. But I think we got to make a decision on our goaltender for the future. I think I'm going to go with Samsonov here, 5 years at $5.3 million. Not too expensive for a goaltender, but I'm pretty sure he'll be able to hold it down to the postseason for us. 86 overall. You got to pay him a bit more than what he's asking for, but we got to make sure that we bring him onto the team. So I qualified 2 RFAs, but they didn't accept the qualifying offer. So Peterson, I'll give you 2 years at $1 million. I think you're holding up for $100K, which is kind of wild. And I've also signed this other RFA, and he's holding up for $100K as well. Not gonna lie, you're kind of bugging for that. So the San Jose Sharks are definitely heading in the right direction now. We got Thomas Hurdle, Mastelli, and Barbanov on the first line. And this is actually a pretty solid first line with these guys getting a +2 overall boost. The second line is also pretty solid. I think we got a great line fit here, and they're also going to be getting a +2 overall boost. Farm 6 we're working on, but Tito, Patra, and Advance Lista, I would say that's a pretty good third line. And the fourth line, I mean, hey, it could be worse. Defensively, we're getting boosts across the board, and JJ Moser and Schneider are going to be our top 2 guys here. And the other 2 lines, you know what? I can work with this. Meanwhile, in between the pipes, we have our starter for the future, and that's going to be Samsonov, and we also have Mackenzie Blackwood backing him up. So I'm not too sure how this team's going to do this season. We're definitely not going to be at the top of the league, but I don't think we'll be at the bottom, so we'll sit to the trade deadline and make moves accordingly. So you know what? I thought the San Jose Sharks were heading in the right direction here. You know what? I thought I was making some fantastic moves. Apparently I haven't been. Nope, we're actually one of the worst teams in the entire league. 22, 35, and 7. We stink. Second last in the entire league. I mean, ideally we get the first overall pick, and I can live with that. But 2.77 goals a game and 3.67 allowed, yeah, that ain't it. To be fair, though, we also don't have a defense, so that might be impacting the team. Scoring-wise, we haven't been completely off. I mean, the top 6 is holding it down. The bottom 6 could use some work, but really, I think the main thing holding us back is our terrible defense. Because I'm sorry, you cannot convince me that this is a defense that's going to win you a Stanley Cup. It's just not. But to be fair, we also did no work to our defense over the offseason. So give it one more season and see what we look like. We have to give this defense a bit more time to develop. I mean, Mario Ferraro, he is what he is. 82 overall defenseman, but I mean, yeah, we have a lot of pieces here that are like 70 overalls. They're not the future of this team. It also doesn't help us sense Toronto can't stop a beach ball. Like, I mean, an 892 to 369, like, bro, you can't possibly be this bad. So I don't know what team in their right mind would agree to this. Mark Edward Vlasic, 37-year-old Mark Edward Vlasic. We're going to do a trade finder for him. We've got a couple options here, but you know what? We're going to go with this right here. Aaron Janot, a 5th-round pick for Vlasic. And while we're at it, we might as well get rid of Sturm, because they're not even playing him right now, or I don't think he's playing. We're going to send him to the Colorado Avalanche for a 3rd and 5th-round pick. Why not acquire a few more picks to free up cap space? So the Winnipeg Jets are currently selling, and I feel like Pionk would be a nice addition to our defense. I mean, he's an 85 overall. He'd be the offensive front runner for us, so we can be trading 2 third-rounders for him. We're going to say no to that, but you know what? We have a ton of draft picks. We've been acquiring $1 million. So there we go. Those 2 third-rounders and then a 5th for 2026. I think that should be enough to get this deal done. It is, and we just got our star defenseman. Oh, I shouldn't say star defenseman. One of our lockdown defensemen. Actually, I shouldn't say lockdown either, because he's an offensive defenseman. You know what I mean. Okay, y'all need to hear me out here. This is the 2026 first-round pick. Not the one for the upcoming draft. I believe that our team is going to completely turn it around next season, and this will be a lottery pick. So I'm going to offer this for Morgan Riley. We're actually going to get this deal done. I did not think that would be possible. So I'll throw it back to our 7th-round pick, and we just got Morgan Riley. Okay, that's massive. And on top of bringing in Morgan Riley, we'll also be extending Pionk, and I'll do 4 years at 4.75. Tanner and I'm also going to be taking a bit of a risk with you, 2 years at $1 million. I mean, it's not that much of a risk, it only is $1 million. But then again, you have to climb it a little bit, so it is a bit of a risk. Of course, the San Jose Sharks are going to be incredibly mid. And when I say mid, I mean worst team in the entire league by far here. 28, 47, and 7. Dead last in the entire league. The offense did step up though, but I think our defense got worse after the trade deadline, so yeah, I don't know how to feel about that. We had some solid depth scoring here. We just couldn't keep the puck out of the net. And Morgan Riley, I want to know what your numbers look like. 14 points in 18 games, or you're -10. Yikes. Meanwhile, when it comes to goaltenders, I might have to trade Samsonov, because this man was off. Like, I mean, Mackenzie Blackwood had better numbers. Samsonov, what's this? An 895 and a 361. Like, bro, how are you posting this bad of numbers? What did you do in Toronto last season? Was it a sign? Maybe it was a sign. I probably shouldn't have picked you up in 50. You know what? Sometimes you make mistakes. So how the Toronto Maple Leafs just won a Stanley Cup without Morgan Riley, I can't explain, but they are. They're taking Colorado Avalanche down in 7 games. I gave you 3 picks for Morgan Riley, and somehow y'all got better. Sometimes you really just can't explain what happened in this game. But this is what really matters, the draft lottery, and I already know we're going to be dropping from 1 to 2. Who would have saw that one coming? I just knew it would happen. Why would I ever get the first overall pick when I have the best odds? That just doesn't make sense. Do you know what? Number 2 isn't the worst. Unless the number 1 guy is like a medium franchise, then we'll have to somehow trade for number 1. So I actually know that Michael Weiss is not a medium franchise, so we don't have to worry about that. We're going to be taking Roger McQueen here, 2nd overall. Do I want to take Roger McQueen or do I want to take this guy? Because he's a sniper, and I think we could use a sniper on that 2nd line. Move Eklund over to the left wing and then have him at center, I think we'll do that. We're going to be taking this guy 2nd overall, UC Hackins. But Michael Weiss is going number 1 overall. We're going to be taking UC Hackins because we could use a sniper on that 2nd line. We do need somebody to score goals for our team. And UC Hackins, I think you're going to be the guy for us. So once again, the draft's incredibly mixed. We're going to be getting rid of these later round picks and a 4th and 5th off to the Buffalo Sabres for a future 3rd. On top of that, we're also sending a 5th and 7th rounder up to the Anaheim Ducks for a 3rd. And to finish it off, a 6th and 7th is up to the Boston Bruins for a future 3rd. So that's a back-to-back draft now where we haven't really brought anyone in. We did get UC Hackett though, and he's going to be elite for us. But also, there's no point wasting draft picks on like bottom 6 potential players. There's no way we really need to extend here because I already gave out a bunch of extensions. But I did give contracts to a bunch of RFA guys, because why not? But in saying that, there is 2 guys we do need to sign. One of them, of course, is going to be a Gilman. I'm going to be signing him to a rookie deal. And UC Hackett, and I'm also going to be signing you to your rookie deal because, hey, you're going to be on the team sooner than later, so I might as well give you your deal now. So Eklund's going to be incredibly reasonable here. We're going to get him on a 4-year deal worth $8.1 million. I was thinking this man was going to ask for 10 plus, so this is a great deal. Rousseau is also going to be incredibly reasonable, so shout out to all these guys for being W-mans here. We're going to get him for $4.8 for the next 4 years. Playing first line minutes and only paying you $4.8 million, steal. Zadine is asking for a bit more than I was hoping for, but I think I can get 4.8 for you as well, so 4.8 for the next 4. And the amazing signings continued, and that's going to be with Poitras here, 4 years at $3.7 million. You're a bit of a risk though, because you only fell to an 82 overall, and I do have you on the 3rd line. But you know what? $3.7 million for a bottom 6 guy, it's not the end of the world. And it's especially not the end of the world if everyone else is on fantastic deals. Also, Zellweger, I think you're making the jump to the NHL in the next few years, but I will sign you to a 2-way contract for the next 3 years, $775K. If you're able to jump up to the 3rd pairing defense, that would be fantastic for us this season. So last free agency, I made the executive decision to bring Samsonov in, but he looked absolutely abysmal this year, and I'm not really sure if he's going to be able to bounce back. So I'm going to flip him over to the Buffalo Sabres, because at one point Buffalo did want him. I'm going to be picking up Devin Levi. 1 for 1 here. I think we're coming out on top. We are paying about $100K more for Levi, but he's got way more potential, and I think he's going to develop nicely. So of course, our team was terrible defensively last year, so we got to make adjustments to that. The 2 third-rounders along with Farrar was going to be going over to the Carolina Hurricanes, and we're bringing in Brett Pesce. So say no to this deal, but I mean, I think we're pretty close here, so we won't pick too much more. Maybe a pick or a prospect. You know what, let's go with a pick here, because you know what, why not? Throw in a couple more picks. Here's a 4th rounder. I think that should be enough to get this deal done. They're still saying no, I'll include a 5th as well. A 4th and a 5th, and that's the difference maker here. And then we're getting Brett Pesce. So here we go. Brett Pesce, welcome to the team. It's been 1 full season since we had this guy between the pipes, so why not bring him back to be our backup? Here you go, Capo Kakinen, $2 million for 1 year. So I'm having a real big debate here. Morgan Riley, clearly he's our best defenseman, but he does not have a good line fit on our first pairing here. I can move him down to the second pairing, which is a better fit. We'll play him alongside Brett Pesce, and then by moving J.J. Moser up to the first pairing, they get a +2 overall boost. We're going to try this for a bit this season, and we got to do well this season because we don't even own our first round pick. We'll try this for a little bit, and I think this could work out for us. I mean, worst case scenario, we do trade Morgan Riley to get someone that does fit on the first pairing, which that also might be the move. Hold on, do we do that? I know we just traded for Morgan Riley, but hear me out. And I'm not going to lie, I'm actually listening to myself here. Morgan Riley straight up for Bo Byram. Morgan Riley, 89 overall. He doesn't fit on the first line whatsoever. His best line fits on the third line here, so I mean, that's not ideal. And then we have Bo Byram, who's also an 89 overall. He's got a ton of X factors as well. $2 million less. The only issue is I don't know what line he's going to fit on. You know what? I think we take the risk to get Bo Byram. You know what? I'm doing it. Straight up, 1 for 1. Okay, we got to add a 7th round pick. We'll add a 7th round pick into this deal, and then we'll have it done. And we're getting Bo Byram over Morgan Riley, saving $2 million. and we're just going to pray this works. Okay, they don't want a 7th, they want a 6th, so here's a 6 for 2027. There you go, we got Bo Byram. Now we just have to pray this works. And boys, I got some great news. It's working out perfect. He has a perfect line fit on the first line here, so we're going to have Bo Byram and Keon plus 3 overall boost. Then we got Pesce and JJ Moser, and on the third pairing, we got these two guys, Schneider and whoever this is. Not being disrespectful, I just can't say that name. But they're getting a plus 2 overall boost. I think the defense is set. And on top of that great defense, here's the forward core. I mean, the top 6 is great. Not worried about it whatsoever. 2 plus 2 overall boost. That's going to be helping these guys a lot. The third line's pretty solid. The fourth line, though, definitely could use some work. But you know what? I think we can work with 79 overalls and then 178, especially for this season. Meanwhile, welcome to the Devin Levi show. He's up to an 87 overall. He's got 1 X factor. He's going to be the game changer for us. So this is probably the biggest year in franchise history for us. The only reason for that is, if we do terrible, we don't own our first round pick, so we cannot be folding here. Bo Byram, save the day. Okay, so we're at the trade deadline here. Our team can't score for crap, and we just got offered this deal. Patrick Laine for a Gimlet, a 2nd, and a 3rd. Now, Laine would be great here because this man can score goals, and he would solve our issue with that. I am really considering this. I mean, I really don't care about TJ Oshie. I'm assuming they're just offering this to make the contracts work. I do not want TJ Oshie. Give me a pick instead. Like, where's TJ Oshie on here? Like, no, I don't want that man. Give me Marchenko instead. If you give me Marchenko instead, now we're talking. Laine and Marchenko for a Ginla, a 2nd, and a 3rd. Screw it, why not? Okay, now you're saying no to this deal. I want Marchenko to help the bottom 6. He's going to provide some more scoring, which we desperately need. I don't want to give up picks, any prospects you want. Kahultinen for Patrick Laine and Marchenko, and then give me a 3rd round pick back in exchange, and we'll have a deal here. There we go. We got Patrick Laine, we got Marchenko. Our scoring should be solved now, and then we just have to focus on bringing Patrick Laine back next season. So Ottawa is interested in Zellweger, so I'll ship him over to the Senators for a 2nd round pick. They're saying no to that, but we just got him $1 million in this deal. It's actually more than $1 million, $3 million, because we're not going to need Marchenko. Marchenko, the only line he fits on is the first line, and I'm not going to be playing him on the first line, so there's no point keeping him here. We're sending this package over to the Devils, but they're going to be saying no here. What else do I need to include? I'll include a 4th rounder if that's really going to be the difference maker. We're going to have no picks for the upcoming draft, but I'm perfectly fine with that, because we're getting NHL caliber players and we get the guys we need. So I think that's going to be all of our moves here because I really don't know what else to do. Our forward core is pretty solid. Defensive core is good too. I think we're ready to roll. As long as we can actually play a bit of defense, then we'll be fine. Okay, so right now Patrick Laine is screwing us. This man wants $11 million. We don't have $11 million. However, once we get to the draft, I'll trade somebody away, clear up enough money that we can bring back Patrick Laine, and then we'll have him for next season and the 6 seasons after that. Because right now, I can't do $11.1 million. I just can't. Okay, so my day's ruined. 37, 34, and 11 here. We're missing the playoffs.
Celebrate winter's warmest moments in a Hyundai at the I Love Winter sales event.
Offensively, we were pretty solid. Defensively, we were abysmal. Probably worse than the entire league. Yeah, we were one of the worst teams here. Here's the plan moving forward. I'm firing the entire coaching staff. We're going to bring the exact same team back and hope for a different result. That's the plan. Patrick Laine, since we acquired you, you did exactly what we needed you to do, picking up goals. 11 goals, 13 points, but you're -9. Yeah, this team plays 0 defense. That's our issue. I don't know how we fix that, though. Here's Tomas Hertl, 71 points. Eklund was -30. My God. Yeah, this team just doesn't play defense. Levi, I'm not going to put any blame on you for this season. The team's not playing defense in front of you, it's not your fault. So although the San Jose Sharks were a complete disappointment, considering where this team was when I picked them up, we're not that bad. Also, Edmonton's going to be winning the Stanley Cup here in 5 games. Yeah, San Jose, we've been struggling. Ironically, the only year we've made the playoffs was year 1, and that was when the team was the worst. So you know what? I'm putting all the blame on the coach. We're bringing in a new coaching staff, and they're turning this team around. So although we were in the draft lottery, our pick's going to be the 14th overall, which isn't the end of the world here. I mean, we traded for what? 14th, a 2nd rounder, and a 7th rounder for Morgan Riley, and then we flipped Morgan Riley along with the 7th for Bo Byram. We got ourselves a superstar defenseman for the 14th overall pick. I can live with that any day of the week. So thankfully, with the salary cap increasing, we are going to be able to bring Patrick Laine back, and we're going to do a 6-year deal at $10.7 million. Tito, you've been great for our team. I thought you were going to be here for the long run, but you're on the 3rd line now, and I don't want to be paying a 3rd line player $4.5 million, so I'm sending you along with a 6th round pick over to the Tampa Bay Lightning for the 24th overall. And really, it probably wouldn't hurt if we picked up at least 1 one prospect here. So I'm going to be drafting this guy, medium top 4 potential. He's a good defenseman, I guess. Yeah, we've got to have some prospects in the system. So it's important for us to bring Brett Pesce back here because he's one of our best defensive defensemen. So I'll give you 6.5 for the next 3 seasons. And also, the one good thing is, entering next season, the Carlson money is gone, and so is the Logan Couture money. So we free up another like $6 million, and we're going to have some money to work with. We also have a couple spare dollars here, so I'll give Jake Wallman a 1-year deal at $2.7 million. Okay, so this is the season of turning it around. Tomas Hertl, Marcelli, Barabanov. All these guys have X factors now, a plus 3 overall boost. Then we got Sutherland, Laine, Eklund, a plus 4 overall boost. All these guys have X factors. The bottom 6 is amazing. Well, Zadina, Pacha, and Evangelista. And then the 4th line here, I can't complain with these guys. This should be good enough to make the postseason. Defensively, we're also looking fantastic with both Byram and Pionk. On the 2nd line, I moved Schneider up so we can get this plus 1 overall boost alongside Siegenthaler. And then we're going to have Jake Wallman and Brett Pesce holding it down on that 3rd pairing. And then finally, we got our goaltending, Devin Levi. You should be having a much better season. We got a better defense in front of you, and we have a new coaching system. And if these coaches cannot win, then I have no clue what's going on here. He has an 80% team fit. I have never seen anything this high. Our assistant coach, he has a pretty good team fit as well. Oh, it showed it earlier. He was like 75%. And same with our associate coach here. Well, this is actually the assistant. This is the associate coach. Doesn't matter. All of these guys fit perfectly with what our team is right here. We have a guy who has an offensive style, a defensive style, and a generalist style. And we also have a goaltending coach that's actually pretty solid. If we don't make the playoffs, then I'm completely giving up, and the San Jose Sharks will never ever win again. So there's one thing we gotta make clear right now. This is the exact same San Jose Sharks team barring Jake Wallman. 37-16-9, and the team's fantastic. So not only are we second in the division, but we're also second in the entire league here. 37-16-9, only behind the Edmonton Oilers. Our offense is rolling right now in the defense. 3 goals a game isn't ideal, but I mean, it's actually not that bad when you consider the entire league here. That's probably top 10. Well, it's actually definitely top 10. All we changed was our coaching. Hurdle's looking fantastic, so is Barabanov. Matthias Maselli's fantastic as well. Literally, the entire team's great. There's literally no weaknesses. Meanwhile, in between the pipes, Devin Levi is having a fantastic year. 31 wins, 2 shots, a 908 and a 291. We're making the playoffs this season. We're not making any moves because I want to keep the team we have here. Also, I don't really want to trade away any of our picks, especially if I'm not 100% sure that we can win this season. We're going to worry about next season because we have the entire core coming back for next year, so if we can't win now, we'll be winning next season. No, but seriously, the only difference is the coaching. The team's the exact same. So here we are. It's been a long road, but we finally reached the top of the league. First in the entire league, 50, 23, and 9. When it comes to actual wins, we're tied for second here because Edmonton has a bit more. We have some OT losses under our belt, so that's a W right there. We have the best offense in the entire league at 3.74 goals a game. And defensively, we're actually not too bad. We're sitting 6th here, 3.05. If these aren't Stanley Cup numbers, I don't know what is. Patrick Laine, you were a massive pickup for us last season, and good thing I made it. You're going to be leading the way here. 45 goals, 46 helpers, 91 points. Tomas Hertl, 88 points. Marcelli's picking up 87. Barabanov, 84. No, the team's rolling right now. And Devin Levi, incredible numbers here. 41 wins, 2 shots, 906, and a 294. I mean, maybe these numbers aren't the best, but with the way the team's playing, we're going to score enough goals. But the one thing we got to make clear early on, the regular season just doesn't matter once you reach the postseason. So this matchup against the Anaheim Ducks, we can't relax here. We got to put full pressure on. And so far, the Anaheim Ducks have just been no match for the San Jose Sharks. Although they're going to be taking game 1, we've won the next 3, and we're going to close it out here in game 5. Losing 7-0 is definitely not a good sign. So we're moving on to game 6 here. We're off to game 7. We just lost 6-4. We're going to blow a 3-1 series lead, aren't we? Honestly, I should have seen this happening. This fantastic team is really going to blow a 3-1 series lead. Period number 1 is going to be massive. Troy Terry's starting them off. We lost. We really just lost. We blew a 3-1 series lead after winning 50 games. But you know what? We got a chip on our shoulder for next season. Year number 5, the final year of the rebuild. We're winning. I can guarantee you we're going to win. Also, if we don't win in year number 5, it's going to be a 6-year rebuild. If we don't win in year number 6, it's a 7-year rebuild. I'm rebuilding until this team wins the Stanley Cup. So we've gone through some adversity here, falling in the first round to the Anaheim Ducks. Colorado's going to go on to win the Stanley Cup. But I know for a fact this Sharks team's bouncing back. The core is rolling now. We got ourselves a good coach. We're turning everything around. So I don't know if I've just been getting really unlucky, but so far a lot of the drafts have just been awful. Like there's no good prospects. So I'm going to be sending the 28th overall pick over to the Vegas Golden Knights for a second and a third. Because there's no point using that pick when the best prospect available is somebody that has top 6D potential. That's just a waste of a pick at that point. We would get one fantastic pick though late in the third round here. We're going to be drafting somebody that has medium elite potential. He's a left wing power forward. You're not going to be able to develop and play on our team, but you'll definitely be a good trade asset. So Jake Wallman, you were a fantastic piece on the third pairing, so I'm going to bring you back here, and we're going to try to do 2.2 for the next 2 seasons. We want to give out some extensions here. In Siegenthaler, we're starting with you, $5.1 million for the next 3 seasons. That's going to be a great deal for us. Sutherland, on the other hand, we built this man up. The reason he is who he is today is because of the San Jose Sharks. And now this man's like, oh, I only want a 1-year deal at $8.7 million. Who do you think you are? Doesn't want an extension right now? I'm not going to lie. If you keep acting like that, we might trade you. So this is what I'm cooking up here. Sutherland, a third-round pick in the 7th, over to the New York Rangers. We'll get Capo Caco here. 87 overall. He's got a ton of X factors. We'll then sign him to a 3-year deal at around $7 million. We're also going to get Rasmussen. He's going to help on the bottom 6. This is a great deal for us. So as I said, we'll bring back Capo Caco. We're actually getting a better deal than I thought here. 5 years at $6.8 million. And since we have a lot of spare money for this free agency, I'm going to offer Andrew Kopp a 1-year deal at $3.3 million. He fits on our bottom 6, so that's where we're going to play him. And another guy that fits on the bottom 6 here, Ryan Strome, so I'll give him a 2-year deal at $2.975 million. But since we're signing Strome, we are going to need to make one trade in order to make sure that we bring all these guys to the team. And that trade's going to involve sending Zadina over to the Dallas Stars for a 3rd, 4th round pick. Zadina just never really developed for us, and I don't really want to be paying up this amount of money to play on our bottom 6. So here we go. It's our Stanley Cup season, and boy does this team look incredible. Hurdo, Mercelli, Barbon on first line. Capo Caco, Line Ekland on the 2nd. Rasmussen, Pachon, Hacken on the 2nd. I move Hacken over to right wing. I know technically that's not his primary position, but Bro is going to learn how to play right wing this season so he can play with Pachon. A great playmaker along with a great sniper. And then Strome, Cobb, and Janot, they're going to be rounding out our 4th line. The defense is going to be the exact same this season. Bo Byram, P. Young, Pesci, Siegenthaler, and then Wallman and Schneider on that 3rd pairing. And of course, the goaltending situation is going to be staying the exact same. We've got Devin Levi leading the way for us at 87 overall. And with the team we have in front of him, there's no reason the team isn't winning 65 games. So this team was looking so good that I decided there's no point stopping at the trade deadline. We're going to rock the team we have. And here we go. First in the entire league, 54, 21, and 7. 3.59 goals.
I know I can make this team better, but I'm not sure if we can make it for a playoff push.
We don't have one superstar leading the way. We just have a ton of depth. Vercelli, 85 points. Barbon, 77. Line 75. Hurdle, 67. The entire team here was fantastic.
Ella is fucking bees. Goaltender though.
Holding me down into the pipe for us. 42 wins, 1 shutout, 905 and a 289. These numbers right here, normally I just concerned with them, but without the team looking right now, I don't think anyone's going to be able to stop us in a 7-game series. And speaking of the 7-game series, we're off to the postseason. We got to take on the Dallas Stars in the 1st round. So let's jump right into our 1st round matchup here. And honestly, the Dallas Stars, I'm not scared of this team whatsoever. The San Jose Sharks, we're just built different right now. We have ourselves a 3-0 series lead. We're losing game 4, but that's fine because we're going to take it home in game 5 here. We're going to win this one, and we're off to the 2nd round. The Dallas Stars continue to compete with us, so we're moving on to the 2nd round. But the 2nd round is definitely going to be tougher. We have to take on Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, and the Edmonton Oilers. So being honest, I'm not scared of the Edmonton Oilers. I'm scared of Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. Those are really the only 2 guys this team has. And I really shouldn't be worried because right now we have a 3-1 series lead. We're going into game 5 here. We're losing that one 6-0 though. That's definitely not ideal.
I really want to trade Point, but he's not on the block. And he's signed for an extra 3 years.
Here we go. Jumping into game 7 here, we really can't lose this one. We're going to be exchanging goals in the 1st period. Each team's going to be picking up 2 here. In the 2nd period, Edmonton's going to be taking the lead. And you know what? San Jose's taking over in the 3rd period here, and we're winning this game. We've reached the conference finals, and this is going to be our toughest task yet. The Colorado Avalanche, we already know who's on their team. They've got Nathan McKinnon, Nico Rantanen, Cale Makar. You know who else they have? They got Morgan Riley. But they don't have Bo Byram, and I guarantee you that's going to be the missing piece for them. So Colorado versus San Jose, the top 2 teams in the league, matching up against each other, and the Colorado Avalanche, they're just no match for San Jose. We got ourselves a 3-1 lead. Let's close it out here. We're losing game 5. We can't lose game 6. I refuse to go to another game 7 here. Why does this always happen? So if we're able to make it to the Stanley Cup final here, it looks like we will be. We're going to take on the Buffalo Sabres. And you know who's in between the pipes for that team? Samsonov. So it's going to be Devin Levi versus Samsonov. The two guys that were traded 1-for-1 for each other. This could be a fantastic matchup. So here we go, the biggest match of all time. The San Jose Sharks taking on the Buffalo Sabres. Buffalo also might have been second in the entire league. I don't recall because they have the same amount of wins as the Colorado Avalanche. They both had 51. We just took down the second best team in the league or the third best team. Now we're taking down the second best or the third best. All I know is in order for San Jose to win the Stanley Cup, they got to take down the second best team and the third best team. And they got to prove they're the best in the entire league. So here we go, the goaltending match that everyone wanted to see. Sam Shelford, Devin Levi, the two guys that were traded 1-for-1 for each other. Right now it looks like Devin Levi is the better goaltender. We got ourselves a 3-1 series lead, and we're going to close it out with Game 5 for a massive 5-1 win. I think Devin Levi was the difference maker for this team. Also, an entirely new coaching staff, because that's when we really turned it around. You know who else was a difference maker? Patrick Laine, 24 points in 24 games, but he's also picked up 16 goals. The fact that I considered not trading for you, man, that could have been a bad look. But here we are, Stanley Cup champions.
Stop me if you've heard this before. The Montreal Canadiens rush their prospects. Sometimes when the Habs have a draft pick and they use it to select a guy, they bring that guy to the NHL too quickly, either right after the draft or a year after the draft. And frequently we'll see Canadiens guys who, in the NHL, kind of damned him into the next few years of his NHL career. You could say there were a few other guys that the Habs drafted over the seasons that might have gotten the same rushing treatment. Was Yuri Slafkovsky rushed? You could debate so. But the ironic part is, the one time the Montreal Canadiens don't go out there and rush a guy, they don't bring him to the NHL or even the AHL as soon as they can, it seems to bite them in the behind. Because today we are talking about the 5th overall pick by the Montreal Canadiens in the 2023 NHL entry draft, David Reinbacher. Because when it comes to his season so far, there are just so many bad things that have come along, and it's getting even worse by the day. Now, I'll be honest, I'm recording this audio on the night of Thursday, January 25th, so maybe any extra new conversations that happen on Friday or Sunday, we're not going to get to in this video. I am pre-recording stuff because I'm going on a trip. But when it comes to David Reinbacher's season in 23-24 with EHC Cologne in the Swiss League, sure. You can look at the numbers and say, wait a minute, the guy had 22 points in 46 games played last year. This year, he's at only 8 points in 23 games played. He's on pace for 13 points in 35 games and a -6. What the hell is going on with this guy? Why has he declined? Oh man, that Matt Vinishkov pick is looking really good now, isn't it? And this is kind of the thing with David Reinbacher that we've talked about over the past few videos. EHC Cologne sucks. They are so bad this year. And if you go over to the Swiss League standings of what's going on with this team, EHC Cologne is literally second last in the entire Swiss League with, what's the point metric on that? 40 points in 40 games played. They have themselves 135 goals against and 86 goals for in 40 total games. This team is terribly bad. And no matter how good David Reinbacher is as a prospect, there's no 18-year-old guy that can carry a team that's so inferior to everybody else.
Slovenia's headlight experts want to demonstrate just how much visibility polarized headlight bulbs can lose with blue burnout. So we've taken away 50 feet of visibility.
Else like Cologne is this season, and bring him up to actually being contender status and getting some points in the process. David Reinbacher is doing the best he can, and it's just gotten even worse because the announcement a few days ago was that head coach Larry Mitchell will be fired by the team on Monday. And when have you ever seen a hockey team do something like this? Like, sure, in the NHL, we're familiar with the times that a player is going to get traded or when a coach is going to get fired. We know when these things are going to happen. We have a general feel that we can predict. We can smell it. You know, where there's smoke, there's fire. We get smoke. This is a flamethrower being pushed right up in their face because the news outlets are saying, yep, he's getting fired on Monday. We even know when he's going to lose his job. Today, he's still the coach. Tomorrow, he's still the coach. But on Monday, nope, sorry, sayonara, buddy. And when it comes to David Reinbacher, in particular, being a part of this situation, the top comment goes out there and says that same thing. One of the few times this team does not rush a prospect, and this disaster happens. Shaking my head. The reply says that we rushed Kotkaniemi because we saw his team in Finland was going to be a dumpster fire with his dad coaching. Kind of a lose-lose situation. Now, when it comes to why exactly this procedure is going the way it is, there is a comment that goes out there and tries to explain it. NTBT fan goes out there and says, yeah, it's kind of weird. I get there's got to be some sort of transition, but usually you would be prepared to have your assistant step up for a bit, or better yet, have someone in line already. I assume there is some logic to it. It just sounds funny to me. In my mind, when someone tells you you'll be fired, you're basically fired at that point, and not some point in the future. I think the actual situation was that he was acting as head coach after he fired the last guy, and now he found a coach. I believe he's the GM. And so this adds another element to it. It's not even just the coach of EHC Cologne being fired. This is going to be the third one that they're going to hire, or at least the third guy to be a part of that bench boss role. So for David Reinbacher going through all these coaches in one season for a terrible team, you have to really feel for the guy at this point, right? There's a comment here from Shogun that I think is really funny. Our Bombassu should have smuggled him back here. And at this point, yeah, you know, you have to start thinking about how David Reinbacher's choice to go back over to Switzerland and the Canadiens' choice to allow him to do that is affecting his development. You gotta remember, part of the reason Reinbacher didn't stay in North America, not to piss on Laval or anything, but part of the reason he decided to leave was to get away from some of the noise. We had reports floating around saying that because there was so much backlash that the Montreal Canadiens took Reinbacher over Mishkov, that some Canadiens fans took it to the worst lengths possible by DMing the guy on Instagram and commenting on his posts and saying all these bad, nasty things. Oh, Mishkov's better, you're a bust, whatever, ranked outside the top 10, but you went 5th overall type stuff. And you know, this is a day and age where we live in that is very social media dependent. Now, you can debate whether or not that's right or wrong, but that's just the state of how it is. And for David Reinbacher, a guy who was born in the year 2004, he's 19 years old, he's grown up with this stuff all his life, and he's probably an avid user of it, as most 19-year-olds are, to see just the entire online world going out there and bashing you endlessly. Really? While it may seem like a pretty asinine and shallow reason to say, oh yeah, I'm not going to play in Laval, let's just go back over to Switzerland, we'll play another season there, we'll end off the year, and then we'll come over. Like, we'll let the heat from this Matvei Mishkov snubbing die down a little bit before we actually make the rounds in North America. And to his credit, you know, I'll say that David Reinbacher going back to Switzerland wasn't like the worst move in the world, but I will say that if he did play a season in the AHL this year, he actually probably would have gotten a lot better development. And I know the rebuttal to that would have been, yeah, but the Canadiens' blue line has so many defensemen on their team, and the Laval Rockets blue line have so many guys too. Like, if you just added Reinbacher, that makes an entire other set of problems in North America. But here's the thing. David Reinbacher would probably be given more developmental time in the AHL than a lot of the other guys that just don't have the potential that Reinbacher has. At the end of the day, the AHL has the luxury of being a quote-unquote developmental league. While it is true that you want to go out there and win hockey games, your number one priority there in the Laval system is to develop guys. And for David Reinbacher, being a part of a Laval Rockets spot that's trying to get into the playoff race, that had a few boosts here and there from guys like Arbor Xhekaj and Logan Mailloux playing together, David Reinbacher already surrounding himself with some of his future teammates, that would have been the best case scenario, I feel. Not that it wouldn't have been appropriate for him to go back to Switzerland, but just seeing how everything's gone down now, it's very difficult to feel like that would have been the best decision possible, considering where all these other teams and prospects ended up going. So for David Reinbacher, I feel like this season could be seen as just a lull, you know, not really something to take seriously, and sure, You'll get the articles, you'll get the reports coming out later in the year where you say, oh yeah, David Reinbacher was taken too high. Look, he declined from last year to this year. You'll have the pundits going out there just looking at numbers. You'll have the people going out there just looking at the stats. And they'll conclude things, and they'll write articles and say, yeah, 2023 redraft, David Reinbacher goes from 5th overall to 15th overall. Maybe he's not even in the top 20 or 30 because his decline from last year to this year was so drastic. But with context involved, you'll still see that there is a good player here. He's a shutdown defenseman, good instincts, right-handed player, smooth skating, more insider-like type of player, and there is value to have there. Now, whether or not you'd say that his right-handed defensive quality is the only reason he got drafted as high as he did, hey, that's another conversation. We already called Ken Hughes out on that for pretty much insinuating that if Reinbacher wasn't a right-handed defenseman, they wouldn't have valued him as highly and thus drafted for a need at the 5th overall spot. Hey, we'll let bygones be bygones for now. We've got an entire decade and a half to go out there and continually debate about the Reinbacher pick over Mishkov and his entire season. But for now, this 23-24 looks to be just an absolute shot in the foot for whatever development he could have had. The fact is, he's 19, so there still is room for him to grow and do more things later. But for now, this season's a write-off, and it just got worse. And this could have been avoided if the Montreal Canadiens just decided to rush him into North America. Is that not ironic? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below about David Reinbacher and his season so far. I hope you enjoyed this Vischer Troll sign on. And bye.
Boys, you ready to play another game of golf with your friends?
I love golf and I love everything about this game. I whooped you all last game and I'm ready to play again.
Well, I wasn't here the last time you guys played, and I intend on getting first place because I don't settle for anything less.
Papa Joe is still here. I don't think I played bad last time, and I know I can do better. Let's do this.
All right, just a quick heads up. You guys have been assigned a color. I am the blue color. Donald is the orange color. Joe is the white color. And George is the red color.
All right, let's play. Let's do this, boys.
Just keep in mind that the color of the golf ball sometimes glitches. So just look at the top right of the screen to confirm whose turn it is.
Sounds good, Barack. Thanks for getting that out of the way. Now it's time for us to display our golf skills.
Wait, why aren't we playing in the forest, Matt Barack? I didn't get a chance to play that one with you guys.
Come on, George. You should have known we weren't going to do that one again. But if you're great at golf, then you will do fine. I'll start us off here.
Yeah, I have no clue what that is, Donald.
Screw you, Barack. Are you going to be toxic again? Okay, George, it's your turn. Let's see how you do.
Honestly, I'm just going to full send this since Donald didn't put enough power in the shot.
And of course, you have to make me the lab rat so you guys can benefit off of it.
Stop crying about it, Donald. The order changes every hole. Let me show you how it's done.
Well, you didn't get a hole in one, but you're most definitely acting like you would get a hole in one. Step it up, Barack.
All right, well, I'm just going to demonstrate this about half power. And I have to say, Joe, you will not be getting it in next turn either. Of course, you and Donald are the ones being trapped.
Okay, Barack, you're definitely being toxic. There is no need for that.
Let me prove you all wrong.
Honestly, Donald, you got to put more thought into your shot.
Screw you,
You
George.
got to think of angles and power when you're attempting a shot.
He's not wrong, Donald. Look at George. He finished on par while you and Joe are just suffering.
Honestly, Barack, why do you feel the need to be so toxic when we're playing golf with your friends? What did I do?
I'm not being toxic, Joe. I'm just stating the facts.
Dang
Look
it.
at how you're playing. Only you pull some garbage like that. I'm trying to give you advice on how to play this game. Don't take it personally.
Okay, well, I got mine in the hole, so you don't have to act all high and mighty, Barack. It's only hole one, and King Donald is still very much in this game. I guess it will take me 4 attempts to complete this course. I'm already down a few, but it's okay, though. It's only hole one.
It won't get any easier for you guys. Hole one is supposed to be the easiest.
All right, now it's time to stop talking and to start playing. Let me show you rookies how it's done.
It'll be interesting to see how you approach this tour. Good luck.
Thanks, Joe. I'm just going to keep this shot and see where it takes me.
Weren't you the one who said to be mindful of angles and power before taking a shot? What was that, George?
How about you worry about yourself, Donald? Aren't you already losing to me?
Well, okay then. Guess I'll just show you what King Donald can do.
I doubt you're going to do much, Donald.
Oh my God!
Whoa.
That was close to a hole-in-one. Instead, I'm all the way back there with George.
The word almost doesn't mean anything at all, Donald.
All right, it's time for Papa Joe to cook. I did some studying as to how you guys approach the shot. I'm confident in this one right here.
Wow! That was super close, Joe. At least you'll get it in your next turn. Nice one.
Do you now see what I'm talking about, George? Anyways, it's time for the Abominator to do his thing.
What are you trying to say, Barack? You man and spit it out.
That you guys are ganging up on me.
Are you serious
And of
right
course,
now?
I was close to a hole-in-one, but this game wants to tease me by sending me back to where Donald is.
Correction, Barack. You're further away from the hole than Donald.
This is exactly what I'm talking about.
Screw you, Barack.
You just constantly side with each other.
Are you guys being serious right now? Stop acting like kids and let me play the damn game. I would have made it in had you guys just let me concentrate.
Sounds like excuses, George. Let me show you how it's done.
You didn't show me much. How about you stop talking about what you're going to do and actually do it?
All right, well, I can show you how it's done because I was the first one to complete this course. How about it, boys?
I love seeing your improvement, Joe. Good one.
And once again,
Get back,
this game
Barack.
teased me from completing this course.
Fake news.
This is the second time now that I should have been done with this already.
Okay, so let me get this straight.
What's up, George?
Donald and Barack are constantly trying to argue and display as to why they're better at this game.
Yep.
And whenever Donald seeks for you to improve Joe, Barack gets toxic. Does that sound right?
Sounds right to me.
Like hell it does. They're the ones being toxic.
All right, I'm going to prove why I won last game, Barack. I'm laser focused for this one.
All right, well, let's see it then.
Damn!
Donald, what in the hell was that? You talk so much and then pull that garbage. How crass are you at this game?
Well, I won last game, so that's all you need to know.
All right, well, I think I know what I'm doing on this course. Hopefully I can complete this course within 3 attempts.
That's not a bad shot, Joe. I mean, anything is a better shot than what we literally saw from Donald just now.
All right, screw you both. And of course, you guys are able to take advantage of my mistakes once again.
Donald, this isn't the forest map anymore. You can't hold on to winning the easiest map of the game and then perform poorly like this.
That's all fact, Barack.
Wow. So let me get this straight.
Please,
You and George are just ganging up on me and Joe. You guys are making a mistake.
Well, I can't say you're getting better based on that shot, Joe. Let me show you how a real golfer does it.
I'd like to see you try Barack. You don't have a good angle to complete the course this turn.
And that just happened. Why are you talking trash to Joe Barack? There is no need for that.
I'm just trying to help Donald.
Did you guys forget about me? I'm the one who's probably winning this game right now. If you didn't know that.
George, no one cares. You most definitely will not win this game. Look it.
Oh, yeah? Let's see you do something then, Donald.
And of course, Donald is all bark, no bite.
Okay, you and George need to shut the hell